Hello, 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 and welcome back to Chaotic 28 channel where we play D&D. As always, I am Ben, not a robot sent to the past to change the future, and you can't prove otherwise. And I am joined by my lovely players. Hello, guys and girls.
Hello. Hi.
Are we ready to play D&D?
I mean, we're
Sadly.
here.
Yeah, we are here, so might as well do it, I suppose. Last time, let's go for a quick recap.
Yes,
I say quick,
please.
but you know. Last time, you were quietly enjoying your little ball in Bellgate, where you had a bit of a mission, a spying mission on Magus, the main guy from the mountain in the sky. It was going pretty well. However, your evening was rudely interrupted by rumbling sounds, weird rumble that seemed to come from the basement of the castle. You saw that the guards seemed to be on high alert as soon as they heard that, and they actually evacuated the royal family to their quarters. And Dandelion and Zylrona, you had it in your mind that you would go to the basement, investigate that. However, Zylrona, you did manage to go there with Dariel, but Dandelion, you were contacted by Narcilia, the court diviner, who seemed to be in a bit of a pickle. So you went to her quarters, and you discovered that she was actually under attack by a group of drows. You tried to stop them as best as you could, but being alone, it wasn't exactly easy. And you decided that it would be a good idea to start a fire, because why not? However, that wasn't enough to
Fire solves everything.
Well, in this case, it didn't, because it wasn't enough to actually stop them. And you heard Narcilia either die or maybe get captured. She was rendered unconscious. That much you are pretty sure of. You did manage to put one of them unconscious as well, and you took the body of that person with you. She's not dead. She is unconscious, however, and badly beaten up. Zylrona, for your part, you went to the treasure room in the basement with Dariel, where you found an interesting scene. Two of the dwarves that were there with Magus were in the treasure room going towards two other dwarves who weren't wearing the same uniforms and the same masks that the Magus people were wearing. And those two dwarves seemed to be going for the demiplane, who was in a small room at the back of the treasure room. A fight ensued. You managed to kill the two Magus dwarves, but you were too late to stop the other two dwarves from freeing the demiplane and teleporting with it. While this was happening, Benevolence, you were still kind of enjoying your evening, even though it was a bit more tense, because Dandelion gave you a book that he stole from Magus, a book which seemed to be quite evil. And Magus saw you do it and asked for his book back. You were also accosted by Eddie the Glorious, who you gloriously cockblocked as he tried to flirt with you. However, he also seemed to have some information about your father and about your family in general. And more importantly, he seems to speak the same language you speak, which normally is only spoken by people that come from where you come from. That was a bit weird, but he seems to have some information. And finally, we ended up with Dariel, who at the very end of the session started transforming into a devil in a way. Zylrona, you saw some horns sprouting from his forehead. He has a tail and red coppery skin. And that's where we were. And Zylrona, we are going to go back with you immediately in the treasure room.
Shit.
So, just quickly, the two dead dwarves are still in the treasure room, still fully kitted out in their uniforms and masks, so you can't really see their face on the body. And Dariel is right in front of you, looking basically like a tiefling right about now. And he's putting his sword away and looking at you concerned.
I knew you were different. You lied to me. Everyone lied.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I didn't so much lie. I just... Can we
Yes.
forget about this for now and take a look around here? And after that, I swear that we will have a conversation. Actually, I think, well, I kind of owe you this conversation. But I would like Benevolence to be there. She was concerned, and I owe her that much.
Yeah, we have...
You do.
Thank you, Benevolence, who isn't there.
We do have more important things at hand. So...
Yes. Actually, as you say that, you see him do a series of signs with his hand, and he puts his hand on his face, and you see him actually disguising himself like he did the first time he met the demiplane. He's using disguise self on himself to look like himself, basically. And he says, well, if you don't mind, we could just investigate a bit and try and see what we can find, I guess.
Yes. Okay. Well. What can I see around?
Okay, so you are in the small bit of the treasure room at the very end. You can see just like some weapons, a bit of treasure here and there. There's a desk with a notebook with a lot of notes scribbled into it. You can see where the demiplane was. It looks like some sort of a magic circle. And that had, if you remember, a force field around the demiplane. Before they managed to drop it. That's clearly magical. You don't need an Arcana check to know that. In the rest of the room, you can see all the guards that were inside the treasure room. Most of them, if not all of them, are dead. And some of them are actually horrifically either disfigured or dismembered. You can also see that the doors to the treasure room, so at the other end, are completely exploded, like something with great force just caved it in. And then there are the two bodies of the dwarves in the middle. And then just, lots of chests and gems and that kind of thing.
Okay, so I'm going to check the notebook.
Yeah. If you just leaf through a bit, you can see that it's a notebook that belongs to Ambrose, priest. It seems to be a record of all the discussions that he had with the demiplanes. And it's kind of almost a summary of his interrogation sessions. A lot of it has a lot of interesting information in it. Mainly, he seems to be... Well, at the start, he seems to be quite happy with how the discussion is going with the demiplane. towards the end, he's getting more and more frustrated. You can see little notes where he's saying that the demiplane isn't being very cooperative. At the end, interestingly enough, from a note that actually is dated with today's date, so the day of the ball, you can see that he's saying that the demiplane is repeating that something is coming from him and he's going home. And Ambrose was quite concerned about that, and he made a note of that. Most of it is just like notes about the conversations they had. If you need if you want any specific information that could be in it, if you have an idea, I could give you that, or I could give you like the general lore dump of the book.
I like the general dump.
Yeah. I also like
and I am taking the book with me.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Basically, so the general information that you gather from that is that the demiplane he has been separated from itself. So what you have is a piece of the demiplane that has been separated from itself. That
makes sense. The legs are somewhere else.
Well, no, not the legs. The complete demiplane. However, what it can tell you, what is in the book, is that Alwyn didn't mean to bring a piece of the demiplane to the material plane. That was a mistake. And he seems to have worked to correct that mistake. He wanted to send the demiplane back to itself so that the demiplane can be whole again. You see that they talked a bit about the demiplane itself, the big thing, the place, basically. And he seems to be saying that it started as just a piece of void, basically, of nothing, and now it is a sprawling. It's almost like its own planet, its own world. It's big. It's got cities. It's got mountains. It's basically where there was nothing. Now there is everything. He knows that Nisa is in there. And he makes mention of it. A few of them actually, where he says that basically the Nisa is a friend of the demiplane, and she, according to him, she went there by mistake.
As well.
Yeah. She went there by mistake, and the demiplane obviously didn't hurt her because she's a friend. And the last time the little piece of the demiplane saw Nisa, she was basically just being a tourist over there, like visiting the place, basically.
That's so
Classic
Nisa-like.
Nisa, exactly. Classic Nisa. So Nisa, now you're on this new plane that you don't know. Okay.
Yeah, basically, she's
there to do.
Yeah.
from what the little piece of the demiplane was saying. She's just like, visiting the place. It's a from what you can gather, it's a world. There's an entire world in that demiplane now. That's probably as big as Orbis itself.
No, it's the multiverse.
Kind of, I guess.
just because we used to feed him. My God.
Was this we?
There's
Not
actually
me.
a mention of that in the
We
journal.
as in past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We as in
We
now.
as in Ren.
We as in Ren.
We as in Ren. There's actually a mention of that, of the feeding, because Ambrose was curious about that. The demiplane, so the piece of the demiplane that you talked to and that Ambrose was talking to, is eerily vague about that. But I'm going to ask you an intelligence roll. So just a
Come on,
d20
dice.
plus your intelligence.
Oh!
Oh,
20.
30-20!
Nice.
Yay!
Yes. Ooh. Okay. You understand. Okay, so He's basically trying to be very cryptic about it. But you kind of read between the lines, and there are a few notes from Ambrose that help you understand that basically the demiplane is saying that everything it ever ate became part of it and is still part of it, and it's still dormant inside.
Oh
the
shit!
Oh,
no.
that's bad.
I don't
Oh,
remember
no.
what it ate, but
It's a
well,
lot of
oh,
demons
no.
and a lot of devils and a lot of bad
Well,
stuff.
Yeah.
Also, why Zylrona should be the one doing the research? She's the only one that understands anything, and she's not. She
actually
wasn't
have
even
a-
there. when
I
Gears
actually
was
have a
set.
list of everything we've ever given. I've
Who's
ever.
this
Oh,
we? Who's this
I
we?
corrected myself. Okay, sorry.
Don't worry about it. I also have that list, and it's
oh god!
Why does
bad, guys.
why
I
does
read it-
every
I read it
why
the
does
other day, it's
everyone?
bad.
I had to kill us at the end.
I blame lists for this. Stop
yeah.
keeping
Lists.
lists on
Yeah.
stuff.
Of course, yeah. The list, of course, the list.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And
right.
the other information you get from that dirty 20 is that it's part of it and still kind of dormant in it, and it's what fuels the demiplane in a way. But more importantly, how can I say that? I don't want to reveal too much.
But she got a 20 though.
Yeah, but it's a dirty 20.
Yeah, but it's a 20.
Yeah, but the DC could be 30 for you know.
Yeah. Well, no, because that would have been a thing.
I don't think that was a DC.
There is. That's why I'm thinking. Okay, so basically, that's what made it grow. And the impression you get from what the demiplane is saying to Ambrose, it's what's maintaining it and maybe even allowing it to pierce through dimensions, basically, through the planes.
Oh.
But he isn't sure about that.
Zylrona's panicking, starting to panic a bit.
And neither are you. You're not sure, but that seems to be the gist of it.
When did Ambrose get this information? Well, I mean,
A bit earlier in the week, while you were on the road.
okay. Oh, it's been a week. Okay.
You've been on the road for about 4 days in total, I think. Plus the I'm also counting the preparation, so it's been about a week.
Okay.
And
So
he has had this information for about maybe 2-3 days.
Okay, so the demiplane was very hungry. Did they feed him while he was there? He was here. I mean, is there any thing
You
about
don't
that?
see no, you don't see
Shame.
anything about that. No, you don't think
Shame.
they did. He seemed to have been kind of a prisoner. From the notes, you can see that the force field was installed after the demiplane was put here. And Ambrose says that basically the demiplane, when he got that information, that specific information, he thought that maybe it would be a good idea to try and contain it in some way.
Very nice, Ambrose. So about the force field, is there more about it?
In the journal, no, but
Yeah,
you can
or-
make me an Arcana check on the
Yes.
on the magic circle if you wanted to, yeah.
Yes. And it's a 1!
Yay! to balance everything out.
Balance.
Perfectly balanced, like everything should be.
Well, it's certainly a
A
magic circle.
circle.
Zylrona trips,
Yes.
falls, pierces her ear in the Arcana thing.
Not even that. You look at it, you go, "Yep, that's magical.
Well,
That's good.
Okay.
That was a force field because I saw that with my eyes." So,
Oh,
yep.
Zylrona, why? Oh. Okay. I think I was gonna ask something, but I forgot. Okay. What was it? So the demi-plane was saying that something was coming, and did Ambrose get anything like
No.
more about that? Was just
No,
that?
no. It's just he was repeating the same thing, as in he's going home soon. Something's coming. He's going home. That's the only thing he got at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the other guys also left with the demi-plane.
Mhm.
I want to go to the dead bodies and check them. I guess body check.
What we can do,
Don't
because
forget
there
the
are the dwarves' bodies. You also have the guards that were in there. There's about like 8 of them in total. If you just make me either investigation or perception check, and you can have advantage because Dariel is already checking them and he's going to help you.
Wait, you said investigation.
So either investigation or perception, whichever you want to use.
21.
20. God. Okay.
For body checks, I'm all here.
Yeah, apparently. Zylrona wants
Let's
to
touch
see
all the dead bodies.
Let's start with the guards. 2 things about the guards. They were about to put up a fight, but clearly something happened that prevented them from putting up a fight. The second thing is their wounds, their injuries are a bit weird. It looks like their limbs were basically ripped out of them. And you can see that some of them were flung basically throughout the room from their starting position. When you look at the 2 dwarves, the 2 Duergar, so the ones that are here, obviously, well, you can see your handiwork and Dariel's handiwork on them. When you remove their masks and part of their uniform.
I mean, one of their heads is like in the other side of the room, I guess.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they are weirdly damaged. Like part of their skin is missing. Some of them seem to have like big gaping holes in their skulls or various body parts. And you are pretty sure that's not you, because those are not fresh wounds. To the point that on the 21, you are pretty sure those guys were undead to start with.
Why is
They were
everyone
not
undead?
alive.
Everyone's undead everywhere.
Who knows? Maybe
It's almost
a
like it's in
theme.
the title of the campaign.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they seem to be clearly undead. On that amazing 21, something else that you notice.
What do they have on their body? Like,
They have like classic thing that they've got their weapons. They've got like a few gold pieces. One of them.
well.
Well.
Gold is mine.
Well.
I don't want to become Dandelion, but the gold
Well,
is
nobody wants to
falling.
become Dandelion, but at some point in life, everyone has to be Dandelion a bit. And that's just.
I
how
guess.
it
I
is.
mean, they have 2 gold pieces each.
Okay, okay.
You'd get 4 gold pieces, which is good.
Okay,
I guess.
sorry, go
a gold
on.
piece is a gold piece. But one of them still has something interesting that you actually saw in Magus's room when you investigated with Dandelion. He has a little metal clockwork contraption machine with which seems to be powered by a crystal that is very similar to the ones you saw in Alwyn's house. And as you look around the room and you see that little metal clockwork thing, you realize that near where the doors were exploded and near some of the guards' bodies, there are remnants of clockwork mechanical machines.
It's a bomb.
Yeah, you think that is some kind... Well, you don't know what a bomb is, because Orbis doesn't have gunpowder or bombs.
Zylrona just created it in her mind.
Well, yeah, but basically you understand that this is a mechanical device that has enough force contained into it that if you maybe throw it or activate it in some way, it's going to create just a big detonation, a big push. And it seems to be strong enough to get the doors. It seems to be strong enough to rip limbs apart. It was certainly strong enough to kill most of the guards in here before they could even draw their weapons, basically. And now that you think about it, the rumbles that you heard, sorry, that was probably coming from that.
Oh, okay. I turn to Daryl. So, I think we have a problem. The earthquakes were this, maybe, or like explode. I think, and there was one in the room where I came from before. So then we should take a look at that. Or I don't know, unless you want part of the castle to also explode.
No, I agree that we should maybe look into that.
Good. Everything's done here. Let's go.
Okay.
Unless you have something you want to do something.
No, I guess we could. Do you
Wait,
know
is there someone alive?
Make me a quick medicine check.
I can also turn to everyone in the room and be like, is there someone alive? Yes, I do that. But anyway, it's
just to see.
Yes, it's a 9.
Okay, they're all dead.
Okay, well, see?
Like very,
You
very
should make
dead.
sure, Zylrona, double tap. Like, kill them with your sword before they come back as zombies or whatever.
To be fair, even the zombie dwarves, you're pretty sure they're dead.
I mean, they weren't dead before, so how do I make sure they're really dead?
I mean, you cut the head of one. I guess that's.
Yeah, that's one of the things. You don't think they're going to come back right now? They seem to be dead. You said 9, right? Medicine check.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's all then.
Well,
It's fine.
then I'm leaving. With part of the bomb thing, I mean metal clock thing, and
Should
book.
we maybe, says Dariel, do you know how to contact people magically?
No.
Oh. Okay. Do you have any idea where
She knows how to yell, though.
is?
Don't you know how to contact people magically?
I do, but
Yeah,
I do, but I do, but I don't want to get in Dandelion's mind. It's weird.
it's just it's a bit weird when I use that
Why?
spell. Because he actually points a finger at you, and in your head, you just hear his voice say, "Well, see for yourself." And behind his voice, you can hear a cacophony, a jumbled mess of voices. Some of them are whispering in your ear like they're right behind you. Some of them are moaning, not in pleasure, in pain. You can hear faint, muted screams of agony, which again seems to be directly inside your brain. And it's a big cacophony. And he just said one sentence, but you can hear that for almost a good 30 seconds after the spell stopped, and he stopped talking to you in your head. And he says, "That's why I don't use it usually."
Oh,
Yeah, it's not the most pleasant experience.
I look at him with pity. Do you live with that, like, in your head, 24/7?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Have you tried therapy?
Yes, in a way, I suppose. I mean, I mostly just, try to resist it as much as I can, I suppose.
Well, anyways.
Look, just you should go back up to the ballroom, and I'll try to go to the king and warn them. And I guess we could. They'll decide what to do, I suppose. Yeah. Try if you can try to find maybe either Benevolence or Dandelion, explain the situation, because pretty sure they're going to evacuate the castle, basically. So
I can find Roxane because he will start complaining and be even more suspicious of me because I don't know message. And that's why I had to go, and he's already very suspicious of me.
don't worry about Roshan. He's just a bit. Don't worry.
Also, don't worry about Roshan, because Roshan won't matter anymore after this mission, I guess.
He's actually the most important character in this campaign, but.
Well, I'm taking the head with me.
Oh. Okay. Are you hiding it, or are you just parading it?
Present it as a trophy. Send a message. They need to know.
Okay. Sure.
Put it in your head.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Put it in your head, like a hat. It's very healthy to do that.
I'm putting it outside the room to guard the room.
Okay.
And then I'm leaving.
Okay, sure.
I mean, it will do as much as a good job as the guards that were there.
Yes.
Well, the poor things got exploded. Have some sympathy. You do that, put the head of a guy you decapitated in front of the treasure room, and you start going up towards the ballroom. You can see that Dariel is taking another staircase that seems to lead towards the private quarters of the royal family, basically. And as you do that, we're going to switch to Dandelion.
Wait,
Yeah.
We leave the treasure room with the treasures open for everyone to go now, and
Don't worry, he's going to contact someone.
No, maybe you should send a message to Dandelion. Just in case.
Well, actually, Dandelion, I'm just going to be on the general map for that.
Oh, because I'm in the garden. That's right.
Yeah, you're in the garden. It's basically right here.
Yeah.
You're in the garden. You have the body of a youngish female drow who seems to be dressed like a priestess.
I use my healing kit just to
make
make sure that she doesn't die.
Okay. Do you need to do anything with the
I have no
kit?
idea. I got the healing kit and I never read anything about it.
I'm not exactly certain. Why can't I find it?
I don't even know if I need to roll anything or whatever.
I don't think you do.
As an action, you can extend one use of the kit stabilize, and then the page stops. Wait. Stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a wisdom medicine check.
Well, so you don't need to roll. Yeah, okay. You stabilize her. She's now 0 hit points. She won't have to do any death saving throws. She's still unconscious for now.
Good.
I think you tied her up. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Did you put something over her mouth or?
I guess I can put it now. I mean, she was passed out.
Don't have to, but.
I just tie something in case she wakes up.
Okay. Anything you want to do? You
well,
do
I'm
have
just
a body with you.
I want to hide. I am already hidden, but I want to be hiding and just for a bit to see what happens because the room's on fire. There were drows in there. I want to see if they get out, if they teleported somewhere, what happened in there. So I know they. You know what? Can I blind to the window and see inside?
With the body?
No, the body stays. No, the body stays where it is. In the middle of the.
Yeah, no, you have a climbing speed of 30 feet, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's not too much effort. You go back to the window. The room is still on fire. However, you cannot see anyone in there anymore.
Can I just go inside real quick? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, go. You go inside, no problem. The parts of it is on fire.
Because they were in the other specific room. I wanted to like check on that
Yes,
because I couldn't see that from the window.
Since you're there now,
Yeah, I couldn't see that. Yeah,
you
because
will
they were
be here.
down there. Yeah, and I'm there. And
Let me just.
whoa.
Would be here. So this area is on fire.
Yeah.
And it's going to expand quite rapidly.
Oh no.
You can see the signs of combat. Obviously, you just had a fight. Could you make me a quick perception check?
Where's that perception? 17.
17. It is very quiet.
Except for the
It
fire.
is very quiet, except for the fire, but it is very quiet. You can't hear any kind of movement. And as you start approaching the room, so here, you realize that they left. You actually go inside the room and they just left. Around you, you can see that that place seems to be kind of a wizard's lab in a way. You see a few cauldrons with potions, you see books, you see scrolls, you see crystals of different shapes and different forms. You see magical portals that she... not portals, sorry, circles. That she used for, any number of rituals or, magical research, etc. But the room is weirdly quiet and there's no one in it.
Can I do an investigation check just to see if I see anything? Or maybe it's just what you told me and it's not going to be anything else. So, whatever.
If you do an investigation, I just need to know what you want to look for specifically.
I mean, I guess you already kind of... Whatever, I'll do it and I want to see... how much blood there's around. From
Yeah, sure.
If I understand if there's a strong possibility that she died or something like that.
Okay, make me your investigation check.
7.
Yeah. 7.
Yep.
There's a lot of blood.
Maybe from
Maybe
many
it's
people.
hers.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, that's clearly somewhere where a fight happened.
I want to real fast try to go and open the other doors that are still closed.
I didn't catch that.
I want to real fast go and try and open the other doors.
Oh, you want to go to the other... Yeah. Velvet moved and not you. There you already saw, that's just kind of an office.
Yeah, but the ones that are closed. There's an office. Let me see the desk. Let me check the desk if there's anything in the desk.
Make me a new... make me a new
investigation
perception check, please.
Perception
or investigation, yeah.
Perception.
Whichever.
16.
In this case. 16. That's Narcilla's office. Very clearly. You can see again, few books, few scrolls, a lot of very official-looking letters. Some seem to be from the university, well, not the university, the Mage Academy in Babao. Some of them are more personal letters that come from her family, who apparently stayed behind in Babao while she is here in the capital. You see, what do you see? You see a few notes from the king or the queen or any number of ministers, etc., who need service. But if you look inside the desk, you find again, a number of parchment sheets with just like a few scribbling that she did because she had something to do, or she had some note on a ritual, or maybe she did a little divination session for someone and she wrote down what she gathered, but you don't see anything too weird or out of place.
Okay, real fast I want to open
It's
the other
just
doors
surface.
and see what's in there before the fire kind of reaches me, I guess.
Yeah, sure. No, sorry. Didn't need to do that. If we go over there, that's a bathroom.
Okay, in the other...
Nothing too crazy here. And in here, I'm just going to move that up
That's
a
the
bit.
bedroom, I assume.
That's the bedroom. If you want to make me a quick investigation in there.
Investigation. It's investigation.
Or perception.
Perception,
whichever.
perception is 13.
13?
Yeah.
You see... Well, it's a bedroom. There's a bed, down wardrobes. Nothing too untoward there.
Okay, fine. Then do I have time to go and pick up the ball bearings, or is the fire spread too much?
I mean, the fire is basically all there.
Okay, then I guess to get inside the room, is going to trip on them. Screw it, I don't care. I'm going outside of the... I leave.
Probably going to melt before that.
Fine, I'll leave through the window and go back to the lady.
To the lady. Yeah, she's still there, unconscious, for now. And yeah, she's. I can't remember. Did you check her? Or...
No, I can do that now. I'll check now. First of all, I
Yeah.
mean, I can take away weapons, which I don't know what she has, but like, you can.
On her, she had a staff that she seemed to use for spellcasting, and she had a mace, which is still on her person.
See, one
So
present
it's
for
not- yeah,
Zylrona
it's
and
just
one
mace.
present for Benevolence. Presents for everyone.
The staff isn't there. The staff has burned. in
Well, no
the
present
room.
for Benevolence then.
But she does have the mace. If you want to say it's a simple mace. Nothing
Yeah.
too crazy.
Uh,
And if you want to make me perception or investigation again,
19.
19. You don't find anything. She doesn't seem to have any possession on her, like no coin purse, no anything that could identify her. She doesn't have that. The only thing that she has that seems to be relevant on her person as an object is a small medallion which has a lozenge and then little lines, 8 of them on each side of the lozenge, basically. So 4 on one side, 4 on the other. And on top of the main lozenge, there is a smaller lozenge, and that's on the face of a small medallion, it's a copper medallion, nothing too crazy. What's interesting is that as you check her pockets and look at her and try to determine who she might be, etc., you can see that she has a scar on her cheek that you hadn't noticed before. And that scar is the exact same symbol that's on the medallion. Which is a bit weird.
I had to Google what a lozenge was, because I didn't know what it was in English, but I saw now. Okay, it's fine.
It's a square, but...
I know, yeah,
slanted.
but to be fair, it's very similar to the word in Portuguese, but I wasn't associating it with anything.
Basically the same word in French.
Yeah.
If you want to, I'm going to help you just a bit. Could you make me a religion check?
Oh my god. Well, that's on brand. It's a 6.
6?
Ah. It's obvious. It's obvious. Sorry, I'm going away.
Yes, you do. You do that. Don't go too far, because it's you next. But yeah, no, you look at that and you don't. The medallion, the fact that she was using spells, but she also has a mace and she seems to have a bit of armor on her, that makes you think of a cleric.
Yeah, she's a dumb cleric.
She's clearly like a priestess of some religious order. You have no idea what that might be. The medallion is probably from a religious order.
Well, I'm keeping the medallion. I can just ask anyone.
Mhm.
Someone will know, I guess.
Okay, sure, maybe someone. Anything else you want to do?
Guess. I cannot cast more messages because I already used them all.
Yeah, you use them all. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have signal from here. Do I know? Like, do I know the castle well enough to
do what?
be able to know where there was an entrance to like the prison or whatever? From here, from where I am.
No.
Okay.
Yep, your best bet is that the jail cells and the prisons are probably downstairs in the basement, but you don't.
Oh
know
well,
the
I knew
side entrance
Zylrona
yet.
went to the basement, so I'm going to try and go to the basement with the body, which is going to
From
take
the
me some
front?
time. Because I mean, that, I don't know. Are there any other entrances? There are so many windows in there. Just try and get to one.
You could try. Make me a perception check.
22.
22. So there's the main entrance at the front. That's a no-go because obviously, as you know, it's guarded, and there are people there with swords, etc., that they are guarding for the guests, keeping for the guests. There are a lot of windows, etc. Most of them are lit. You're pretty sure that some of them are, servants' quarters, probably kitchen, little rooms of the castle. There are some rooms that are empty right now because obviously they're not going to be used. Your best bet would be to go to the east wing, where it's basically the side of the castle you weren't allowed to go into. That's more likely to be empty at this time. You are pretty sure as you kind of look around, there are two side entrances and one at the back. However, these go into probably just like corridors that then lead to other rooms. And the back entrance is probably something that goes into a kitchen and that they use to receive, food that they ordered from the farms, basically the nearby farms. You could try that, but there might be someone in the kitchen. And the side entrances, you would be in a corridor, and that's going to be guarded. There's a good chance it's going to be guarded.
The prison doesn't have windows?
If it's in the basement, no. And it is in the basement, you're pretty sure.
Yeah.
Most prisons are.
Fine, I try to get to that door. From where the food gets in and whatever.
The back, at the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. The door is locked. I just need you to make me a Thieves' Tools check.
Which I add.
D20, proficiency, dexterity.
Efficiency. Dexterity. 13.
13?
Yeah.
You try, you fiddle with the lock, but it is actually quite sturdy for a kitchen door, and you don't manage to open it.
Oh my god, nobody saw
Things
that.
still locked.
Nobody's here to see that. It's fine.
Not that you know of,
Uh. Not screw it, I tried to get you one of the windows. Whatever.
no. Of the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I can check inside, see if I see someone first.
Yeah, why not? Make me a quick perception check, please.
19.
19. So there is light coming from the kitchen, and you consider the kitchen. It's a massive room, like rectangular room, with equipment to make food, obviously. And at the back, so towards the inside, the center of the castle, there is a smaller room where the kitchen staff probably takes their break when they're not cooking, and that then leads into the castle where they can go and serve food or drinks, etc. Currently, there are two people in the kitchen staff area. just like sipping on some tea and waiting for the evening to end. You could probably get in there and try to sneak past them, but they are basically blocking the only way out from the kitchen. You do see that there are a few like pantries on the side in the big main room, where they just like they put food in there. You could stash the body there and probably hide in there as well if you wanted to. However, the windows are also locked.
You know what? Screw this. I'm just waiting with the body in the garden. Too much
Okay,
work.
sure.
I'll just wait with the body in the garden. At some point, people are going to leave. There is a fire, and a lot of stuff happened. So yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. I'm guessing you go back to your little hiding spot.
Yeah.
And you just bundle down there with the body.
Oh, I sent Velvet, and I ask Velvet, go inside to Zylrona or Benevolence and try to get them to come here. If you can get the two of them, even better. Yeah, okay, I hope you understood. Just try and do that.
And she goes away. She goes actually towards the front, and you just see her disappear around the corner. Benevolence. Benevolence, where are you? There you are. Let me zoom in a bit because we can. That's better. Let me center it because I'm artistic. Okay. Benevolence, you're in the room, the ballroom still. You can see that the guards are a bit tense. People are also a bit tense. Eddie, that just spoke to you, a second ago, basically. He's just doing his thing, talking to people, just doing his thing, basically, networking. Nothing much is happening right now in the room. And if you are looking at Magus and his little retinue of people, you can see that they're just like in their little corner, not really doing much, just sitting there and waiting to see what happens, basically. After a while, it doesn't take that long, but one of the guards, you can see that he seems to be listening for something. And he simply says, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please either evacuate the castle or regain your guest bedrooms. There has been an incident, and we need to clear the room and let us investigate, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. And you can see that they actually open the doors to the ballroom that goes into the throne room and then into the main corridor in the front of the castle. And two other guards go and open doors that will lead to the guest bedroom areas. And you see a few people going in different directions. I'm guessing you're still looking at Magus?
No, I'm looking for Ambrose if he's still around. Oh, Walton.
You do see... no, Walton went away and you don't see Dariel around.
No, not Daria, Ambrose.
Ambrose, he also went away.
Okay, well, I'll just go then.
Mm-hmm. Could you make me just a quick perception check? Just in case.
15.
15, okay. You can see that Magus and his people, they are going towards the guest bedroom. They seem to intend to spend the night here. Eddie's doing the same thing, and he seems to be followed, or at the very least, he seems to be... he seems to have a few people with him as he's going towards the guest bedrooms. Still, just making chit-chat. But more importantly, Magus and co are also going towards the guest bedrooms. Where are you going?
I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the castle. I'm gonna go get my butterfly knife. And I think I'll go to the Victorious Cheese.
Yeah, sure. As you start
If I could
leaving.
do that. Oh,
sorry.
no, please. I just said
As
that I kind of want. Oh, Jesus, this is ridiculous. Okay, you go. Whatever. It's okay. We don't mind. Okay, never mind. You go.
So as you start leaving.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Just a bit of miscommunication. It's all right. It's not like communication is 90% of this game. As you start leaving, you can see that the guards are basically filing out into the front room and then into the main corridor, and they seem to be kind of checking who goes and who seems to be staying. And they also make kind of a guard of honor for people leaving. You can see that the two other Von Himits are also leaving. They don't seem to want to spend the night here. You go out, and as you start going out, you can see a cat coming for you, which you recognize as being Velvet, because it is flying towards you.
I consider her for a second,
Mm-hmm.
and I leave.
Mean.
Okay. She stops. You don't really see that because I'm guessing your turn, but
You made
she
her
stops,
sad. You made the cat sad.
and you just hear a faint
Now you have to live with that.
in the wind.
Okay.
But you don't know if she's following you or not. However, the people at the entrance, the guards, are handing out weapons to the guests that are leaving, and one of them sees you approaching. He says, "Do you have your wooden number that we gave you?"
Number 2. There you go.
Takes it, gives you your weapons back, and goes, "Well, have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you for coming." Thanks. And yeah, you just head out in the streets. It's you can see that a lot of people. Well, it's very quiet for Bellgate, basically, and you have no trouble finding your way towards the Victorious Cheese. You're not that far. Actually, I'm going to go back on the general map. The Victorious Cheese is there, and Bellgate is here. The castle, sorry, is here. So you just make your way to like in the streets, etc. You do see like a few people a bit drunk, just like stumbling in the streets. And as soon as you get inside the Victorious Cheese, you're greeted by a just again a forest of people. Even though it's pretty late, a few people are still partying, and the same gnome barman is behind his bar, handing out drinks and keys and whatever.
Well, I'll approach.
Oh, hello there.
Hi. I have a. Wait. Do we have a room there? I guess we do.
Did you check out?
I don't think we did.
You didn't? No? Well,
But we also glazed over like the preparation days for the
true.
ball, so I don't really know.
Because I know you were staying in Yanriel's shop, if I remember correctly, at some point.
But there's only room like for
For one person, yeah.
one person. So I'm guessing.
You know what? You have a room. You
Okay,
have a room.
well,
It's like, yeah, you
Then
can
no,
go
I'll
to your
guess.
room.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's retcon everything. I'm going to my room.
Yeah. You're going to your room.
Yeah.
You get inside your room. It's a nice room,
Yay.
the same room that you already had, and I certainly described because we did it. It's a room. Well, there's a bed, there's a bathroom in there, the classic things. Little side table if you want to do some writing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'll do actually.
Mhm.
I think the whole way from the castle to the Victorious Cheese Benevolence was just furiously blinking away the tears, trying not to cry in public. And I will remove the keys between my boobs to Eddie's shop and put it on the desk. Consider it for a second. And then pulling out the card with the jester on it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like the outfit Eddie was wearing tonight?
Oh yeah, big time. It's basically the same thing.
Okay.
I'll say this: the jester on the card is kind of featureless in terms of his physical appearance, but the whole it's the same vibe. very colorful, very sort of, suave in a way.
I will pull out my fall letter and write to Zylrona.
Mhm.
And cry doing it. I think it would be very long because she has to tell him so much. She has to tell him how much useless she felt that night because they had a mission and she didn't do anything. She just stood there, and how she put the others in danger because Magus saw her with a book, and she feels like something bad could happen to Zylrona and Dandelion and Velvet. And she's terrified of those mountain people because of the book, because of the vibe, because something's wrong, because they know about her home place, because they know she's not from there, because she messed up and she mentioned it, because she panicked and everything feels too big for her, too dangerous, way out of her league. She didn't come here for that. And she tells him that she wants to go home, but she doesn't know where home is anymore. Is it him? Is it her family? And she wants to see her family. She wants to see her father, her mother, her sister. She wants to see him too. But I don't think she would send the letter. I don't think she would put the command sentence. And I think instead she will just say something like, hey, Bowl was kind of chaotic, but it's good now. We'll probably talk to someone tomorrow to learn more about it. And she would probably mention him and say that she knows he's in Temple Church, and maybe she would pop around and just tell him that she met Eddie the Glorious, because he'll be livid and that'll be fun. Until we meet again, Benevolence.
You write this very long letter where you basically spill your heart out.
Yep.
And as you hesitate to put the command sentence, you just see like a few drops of your tears on the parchment of the letter. And as it mixes with the still fresh ink that you used, you see it getting absorbed by the paper. And because you didn't put the command sentence, it just simply vanishes from the page. And you know it wasn't sent. You still yourself, you write the new message, the more positive and but slightly the more
Deceitful.
direct message. Yeah,
yeah.
more deceitful, I suppose, and more direct message. Put a command sentence, and this time it disappears from the page as you are used to, and you know that it was sent. And there's nothing more now to do except wait for an answer, I suppose, unless there's something else you want to do.
No, I'll just remove those clothes because they feel too tight, and I will just, I guess, take a bath and wait for the night to end. Finally.
You prepare yourself for bed. Basically, you take your bath. Do you check the letter from time to time? Like, give it a quick glance, hoping maybe that there's a message. No, oh, well, interesting. Zylrona is very sad.
No. No, honey.
But you basically you're halfway through falling asleep when you feel the letter like awaken, basically, and you see the message that Zylrona wrote back appear. And the basic gist of it is, hey, sorry it's a bit late. Had a lot to do today. I'm glad it went well. I could ask Neem to go to Bellgate if you want, ? until we meet again. Solera.
Oh. Well, I will answer, yes. Jesus. Sorry, I didn't even ask how it's your day. I'm a bit tired. No, don't bother him. It's okay. We'll have plenty to do anyway, so I guess I'll just pop around. Let him work on his own. I know he's busy, so I also know he's in good company. Have a good night, Solara. Until we meet again, Benevolence.
The reply comes a bit faster this time. Obviously, he was ready for it, ready for an answer. And he says, "Good company?" Question mark. And underneath that, he just writes, "Well, I think he wanted to go to Bellgate anyway. If you see him, say hi for me. Have a good night. Until we meet again. S."
I won't answer.
Okay. And you drift to sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the best of moods, I'm guessing.
No.
And your head filled with the events of this weird ball. Zylrona and Dandelion. Zylrona, you went up obviously towards the ballroom, where you saw that basically it was emptied out. There's no one left in there.
But isn't Velvet there? Isn't Velvet Zylrona?
Don't worry, I'm going there. So you can see, you can see that it's been emptied out. You can see that most of the guards are basically at their guard post and just herding the few last stragglers either out of the castle or towards the guest bedrooms. Dandelion, from your point of view, you can see lots of people spilling out of the castle. And after a while, just a few minutes really, you can see that the guards at the entrance are packing their things and they're going away towards the guards' barracks or inside the castle if they are still on duty. But things, quiet down, and things seem to be inert now in the castle. Zylrona, where would you like to go? Or what would you like to do, actually?
Oh, just I guess find the first guards and closest one and just explain what happened.
In the treasure room?
Yeah. And then that we have to check the room of one of the esteemed guests.
Yeah. There's a guard in the entrance of the ballroom, the one that goes to the throne room. And he goes, "Hey, we got some messages from the other guards, the one protecting the royal family. Apparently, Dariel contacted them. We are currently just emptying the castle, making sure no one is left there, and we're going to, keep everyone safe in their room. And I'm sure the king will want to have a word with our esteemed guest, as you say."
Yeah, but is someone? I guess someone is going for the treasure room, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we already have a few people in there. Yeah.
And
We're just taking the bodies out and. Yeah.
Yeah, understandable. And so I saw something like what caused the earthquakes in the guest room. Is who's taking care of that, or are we just letting it go until tomorrow when the king speaks with them? I mean, you do you, I guess.
The dwarves?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let them think that everything is okay, but we're keeping an eye.
If the castle blows up, it blows up. Whatever.
Yeah. You do
we're just
realize that
being
it probably blew up downstairs, right? And you're letting
yeah,
it
but
just.
you know, that's our orders, and we follow orders. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we are keeping a very close
If you
watch.
say so, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, we are keeping a close watch on them.
My job here is done then.
Oh, you're not on duty tonight?
No.
You're
Am
one of the
I?
lucky ones then.
You were
Yeah.
guarding the prince, but I guess he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's just a guard.
Wait, do I have to report? Huh.
I guess technically the Roxanne
asking
guy.
the
I guess
guard?
technically.
Yes, I am.
Well, I mean, you just go to your barracks. Oh, you're new, aren't you? You're the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, you just go to the barracks. You'll do a full debrief tomorrow. Don't worry. It's up at 4 though, like for the debrief.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You were in the
see.
thick of it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, anyone seen like maybe a cat? 2 cats, a cat with a cat, 1 bigger cat.
There's a weird cat in the entrance who seems to be waiting for something.
Okay, well,
It's got wings.
that's my cue, I guess. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Thanks. I
Why are
give
you
him
looking
the.
for? Should we do something?
No, it's fine. My problems. I give him the ad, a souvenir from. What
You left
happened
the ad in the
downstairs.
entrance of the vault.
Yeah.
Oh right, I
It's
forgot.
down there.
Well, oh shit. Well, anyways, I just go to.
Tell him there's a gift for
Meat
him
velvet.
in the entrance of the vault.
I mean, no, if they're clearing the corpses, whatever.
They'll find it. Don't worry. They probably already found it. To be fair.
Yeah.
You go towards the entrance, and sure enough, Velvet is there, just sitting in the entrance and waiting. When she sees you, she does that thing where her front paws and the front part of her body go, down, and she lifts her butt and her
Yeah.
tail,
Cute.
and she just goes for your legs, just like kind of what's the word I'm looking for?
Headbutt.
Yeah, kind of headbutts your legs and rubs against it.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear her purr, and she meows at you and starts going out.
Well, I guess I'm following Velvet then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. You follow outside. You can see that the guards outside. So there are 2 guards still guarding the main entrance. They just give you, a bit of a nod as you pass them. And you can see that Velvet goes basically on the left from the entrance towards a small garden, and she's hard to see in the foliage and because it's night basically. But you kind of manage to follow her, and you find another type of cat, a much bigger one, with the body of a woman in his arms, I guess.
Oh no,
Are
she's
you
just.
into some weird shit now?
I am into some weird shit, but it's unrelated to this.
Is it?
Yeah, look. I went to apparently remember that lady that I forgot her name, but that lady that
No.
can see the future and did that weird thing that was creepy and saw the future.
Yes.
She sent me a message saying she needed help. I went there to help her. Couldn't help her. She's either dead or got captured, but I captured this one, which was one of the people that were trying to do something to her.
Okay, and?
And
Did you
and
interrogate her?
then I ran out of plans. My plan ended here. I didn't interrogate her because she is passed out, basically.
Okay. And so you plan to bring her?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I told Velvet to go get you and Benevolence, which I don't know where she is, but I guess you're here. We need to interrogate her at some point. Yes. What happened in the basement?
Everyone died. Some well, they took the demiplane, you know.
What the?
Everything's fine. Also,
How
it
is
seems
everything
like
fine?
Nisa is traveling through the demiplane world. She's a tourist now.
What's a demiplane
So,
world? What is
You don't
going
have
on?
to worry about her anymore. She's fine, I'm sure. That's what Ambrose thinks, anyways.
Ambrose is the damn liar. With his dragon son.
Oh yeah, he is totally.
So they took the demiplane. Just like that.
Well, I
The gods
think
did
that
nothing.
They were dead.
So they are terrible.
Yes. But you know, like that clocky thing, metal thing that we found in the other guy's room where
Yeah.
we took the book.
Yeah.
That, well, you gave to Benevolence. So I think that's something that kind of explodes, and it did a lot of damage, and
Like a
well,
fireball.
everyone died.
Oh.
Yeah.
So. And they have more of those. In there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, it's fine. It's not my. Well, it's still my job.
Not
I'm
really.
Still on duty.
Zylrona, it's not real.
When do I get out?
You know, it's not real, Zylrona. It's.
So can I leave now?
I guess.
Is it? I mean, the party's over.
I don't know,
guess.
is it?
Oh yeah.
They were
the
they were
castle
sending
emptied out.
everyone. Yeah.
So we don't
There
have
was
the.
no one in the ballroom.
We don't have the lady that sees the future. We don't have the demiplane. Nisa's just going around, apparently in another world. Like you said. Amazing.
Yeah.
And Benevolence is nowhere. And we got no information on the dwarves besides the weird book and this thing that explodes.
Could you, both of you, if you want, make a quick insight check,
Whoops.
please?
Ta-da.
You're inciting your own mind.
15.
Amazing. 18.
Oof, okay, really good. You cast your mind back to earlier this evening when you
Flashback.
were, yeah, pretty much, when you were in Magus's bedroom. And you, particularly, Zylrona, you have seen the little contraptions, the completely like assembled one. And I'm guessing you showed it to Dandelion as well. You remember the little like mechanical stuff that they had in bags and the little crystals? Don't think those were working. They were not. They didn't seem to be in working conditions. They seem to be incomplete. Because they weren't really completely assembled. The one you have looks like concentric circles of brass, which house in the middle a small crystal. The ones you saw were just like bits and pieces of like clockwork or mechanical pieces of brass, but they didn't seem to be complete.
For now.
Yeah.
So if we want, we can activate this thing, because we have crystals. I have crystals, at least.
There's one inside the one that Zylrona has.
Oh, it's already, it has a crystal, okay.
Yeah. You do think it's completely functional. The one you have could explode. You're not sure how to do it, but
Good.
it could
Let's
explode.
just keep that. It seems safe and good.
Yeah. Yes, it's a proof, I think.
Yeah.
We should talk to the king tomorrow.
Should we?
Or Ambrose, or...
Okay, and what do we do with this? And I point at her. I want to interrogate her, but like, you are the one dressed as a guard. Maybe you should just like take her to the dungeon or whatever. Say, ooh, like this, you found this thing.
That's actually a nice thought.
What?
That's actually a nice thought.
Okay, back on duty.
I'll go with you.
So
I don't want to lose that. I
let's
don't want to lose that out of my sight.
Well, I carry her over my shoulder, I guess. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
I can.
I'm not going to make a rule. It's fine. Let's say that she's very svelte, and you can do that. You carry her. You go towards I'm guessing, the front of the castle where the two guards are there. They see you coming back, and they go, okay. That's okay. What's happening?
She's a prisoner. She
She
attacked.
is.
Yeah, she attacked. What was the name of the lady again?
The lady that
I
can see the
remember.
future. I don't know the name. You're asking me a
Celia.
name. Yeah, well, there it is.
Well, yeah.
She attacked there. And I captured her. Now Zylrona answered. Well, what's her face? I don't know her name
Okay.
of Zylrona. I don't know who she is. It's weird. She's someone in red.
Okay, I'm going to need a persuasion check, and I'm going to say at disadvantage, because come on.
You said...
Persuasion at disadvantage.
Whoop. Persuasion. 15.
15. Yeah, I think you're good. Let me check just in case. Yeah, you're good. You are lucky. You see the guard. Basically, it's the end of the evening. It's about midnight by now. He's tired, and there have been so many problems. He just goes, you know what? Just bring her to the jail cells. Just put her in the jail cell. We'll see that tomorrow, and I'm going to send some guards in Marcelia's quarters, I suppose.
It's on fire, I heard.
What? Oh, for fuck's sake! And you see, he turns around and he.
Oh, it's probably
points at
already all
someone.
burned out. Just saying. But you can
You
go
know,
and check.
I already want to throw you in prison. Maybe you should not aggravate your. Yeah. Just.
I just
thank
told
you.
you it's on fire.
He turns around and he points at one of the other guards inside that you can see, and you just see that he is beaming a message to him, and you just see like a few guards going up the stairs quite quickly towards the private areas of the castle, and probably towards Narcelia's.
I'm surprised nobody
chamber.
fucking realized there was a fire before, to be honest.
I really
It's a
need to
big
learn that
castle.
thing.
Message? It's easy. I'll send it tomorrow. Because now I can't today.
Oh, you can teach me how to cast it.
Maybe. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
The guard, sorry, turns around and he goes, "Well, go to the jail cell then. Come on."
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
And good
Have
luck.
a good night.
Okay.
Hey,
To
not
the
this
jail
one
cell.
though. And he points at you, Dandelion.
Why?
I don't know who you are. She's a guard. I don't know who you are.
I'm with
You
her!
can't just come in. I don't.
I'm the one
really-
that captured her!
Yeah, but you. Thank you very much, citizen. But now, can you please stay out? Castle is closed.
Citizen.
Well, yeah, stay out. I'll finish this fast.
Okay. I'm going inside
Well.
to the kitchen.
I
You're
go
going
to
where,
the.
I go inside to the kitchen.
Yeah, I just need a lockpicking check. Fifth tool check, I should say.
Yeah.
D20 plus your
Well-
dexterity plus your proficiency.
I'm going to the
While you do that, so
jail cell.
Zylrona, you just do you know where the jail cells are? Well, I guess you got a tour when you.
I did get it.
I bet there
When
are
you're right,
plaques everywhere saying
Not
Sell-
really.
sell
but they
in
did
here.
show you- they did show you where the jail cells were. Basically, so you've got the treasure room on one side, which is under the private quarters. The jail cells are on the opposite side, under the guest quarters. So it's not that hard to find them. You go down there, you see a few guards in the corridors. Of course, they know that you have a quick conversation with you. And when you arrive in the jail cell, you can see that there is a jailer in there. And sees you. He goes, "Oh, okay. So,
Quick rundown of this. She attacked the lady that has the
Narcilia.
visions, Narcilia. I think it's her name. So she was arrested by a citizen that was in the castle during the ball, and now she's a prisoner for tomorrow to interrogate or something. So can I just leave her here?
yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, okay. You just found her. That's handy. And he gets a couple of keys. Opens a cell for you, and he just like points inside of it. If you want to put the prisoner in there.
Well, I sure inside.
Is she dead or
No,
is like okay?
I
Does she
tapped
need
her.
medical
I
attention?
tapped her cheek.
Yeah, she wakes
I
up.
don't think she is.
No, she
Oh,
wakes
no.
up. She
Oh,
just
no.
looks at you with really, really like big eyes, and you can see the anger in there. But she's tied and gagged, so
Oh,
And
okay.
weaponless.
and weaponless.
She's fine.
Yep. Yeah, sure. Okay.
I mean, if you want to, do whatever. I
No,
guess.
it's not. It's just usually we try to give them medical attention if they need to, but she seems all right.
Well, I mean, if you still want to give her some medical attention, be free to do it.
Nah,
I don't really
I'm all
care. Okay. Well, tomorrow at I don't know time, I'll be here.
Oh, I
Maybe.
mean, I'm going to inform the king. I'm going. Yeah, don't worry. We'll go through the motions. The usual thing.
Yeah, the usual. So, see you tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah.
Bye.
A great night.
I live.
He closes the door and locks it when you come out of the cell, and you're free to go wherever.
Was Dandelion in the kitchen?
Oh yeah, Dandelion. Sorry.
You can. I mean, you can still go wherever you want, even if I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what was your Thieves' Tools result?
16 plus 6, which 22.
Yeah, that's 22.
Okay.
Yeah, door opens, and you can see that the kitchen staff is in the kitchen now. They seem to be emptying some of the food that was in the ballroom, and they just look at you coming in, and they go, "You're not supposed to be here."
I know, but I have some business to attend to. They just keep going.
I'm going to call a guard if you don't go.
Oh no! Just go and call the guard. Whatever.
Okay. They start screaming for guards as you pass them. And
Isn't there a place where like I could get like where they sleep? Like there's a place that I can get the
you need to go
costume.
inside the castle.
a costume like them. That's what I mean.
You would need to find their quarters, yeah?
I thought it
Or
was
to-
there.
Oh no,
Close to
that's
the
just
kitchen.
the kitchen.
Okay.
You've got the kitchen, then you've got the kitchen staff area, which is really just a table, like a teapot on the side, a few chairs so that they can, have a tea, etc. And that small room goes inside the castle itself. And then from there, you would need to find the servants' quarter, or if you wanted to have a uniform. But you're pretty sure that some guards are going to spill into the room from the kitchen staff area because they are screaming for guards.
Yeah, it's fine. I tried to rush out for the guards to come out. I'm assuming it's not that far away. The door.
Well,
Where I am.
yeah, but I mean, you rush out into a corridor where guards are and already coming towards you.
It's fine. I have a room in the castle.
And they go, okay, you're not supposed to be here. Go.
Yeah, I'm looking for my room.
Yeah, make me a persuasion check.
I do have a room in the castle. I was a guest.
Make me a persuasion check.
20, not natural, but it's a 20.
So you're a guest, but you're going through the kitchen.
Well, you see the mess that happened, right? I ran away, and now I'm coming back to my room.
Yeah, but you went through the locked door
It wasn't locked.
in the kitchen.
I just pushed it open.
No, it was locked. It's always locked.
It wasn't. Maybe someone unlocked it. I don't know. I just pushed
Make
it
me a
open.
deception check.
Deception. Where is that? Is that 18, I think. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be very upfront with you. I don't like that situation. So, maybe you're a guest, maybe you have a room here, but I can't allow you.
Oh, can I roll it? I can roll with advantage because of my actor thing that I took.
Yeah, you
Eh.
can.
It's as if I'm passing myself as a different person, so it depends on what you consider. If I can roll it or not, that's what I'm
I mean,
asking.
you did come in as yourself when you came to the. I guess you're trying to pass yourself as a guest, so I'll allow it.
Oh, that was a natural 20.
Okay. He goes, yeah, I really don't like this situation. I don't like the fact that you are coming in through the back. That's a bit weird. You understand that, right?
So should I get out and come in through the main door, and then you take me to my room?
No, I am going to ask you to follow me and my comrades here, and we're going to bring you to your room.
Okay.
We are also going to search you and strip you of your weapons.
Okay. But then I can get them back, right? Like when I leave.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Do you let them search you? Or?
I just give the weapons. I tried to keep like a dagger or two like I did before, but I can
Okay.
just
Well,
I know
in
they're
this
going to
case,
touch
make
me anyways, but
Yeah. Make me a stout check. Sorry, no. Sleight of hand check.
sleight of hand, so 24.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you managed to hide a dagger on yourself. But they do take your rapier and some your daggers that you give to them.
And I have so many. Just
Yeah, pretty much. After the third dagger, you stop searching for daggers because you think three is enough. But yeah, they basically just take your weapons and then they start bringing you towards the ballroom and towards the guest bedrooms. And basically, you are, as you remember, you are in the bedroom pretty much right next to Magus's bedroom. You can see that the corridor is filled with guards. And there is a particular emphasis on Magus's bedroom. And you see that everyone basically draws their weapon as soon as you arrive. But the other guards calm everything down. And you are allowed to go inside your bedroom. They do search the bedroom first, and then they let you come in. By the way, it's a beautiful bedroom. You've got a very spacious bed in there. Few tables, few bookshelves with books, and a master bathroom, basically. An ensuite. That's the word I'm looking for. Bathroom.
cool.
Yeah, it's a really decent bedroom for a guest.
I want to spy on the
And
next
the guard
room
goes, sorry?
after they leave, of course.
Oh, to get Guard just like bids you good night, and they file out of the room.
Okay, thanks. Sorry for entering to the.
Make me an insight check.
Sorry for entering to the kitchen room.
Yeah, sure.
You said insight.
Make me an insight. Yeah, make me an insight.
18.
This guy is like if you do anything more, he will arrest you.
I mean, I kind of want to go to the jail
He's on
cells to interrogate the other one, but it's fine.
Understandable. I'm just telling you right now. You feel like this guy. If you do anything else that's out of line, he is going to have you arrested. He wants to have you arrested now. He's not doing it because he kind of believes your story, but he kind of doesn't. And yeah, the first thing you do out of line from now, you're going to get arrested.
Okay, good night. I close the door. I go outside the window to spy in the next room.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
16.
Wait, I have a lot of rolls to make. Really sorry, that's going to take a while.
Okay.
Okay. How much did you say?
16.
16? Yeah, okay. You go towards the back where the windows are. Open the window, it's not locked. You go outside of the window, you're pretty sure the guards didn't hear anything from the corridor.
I mean, even if they heard anything, it's just a window being open.
Yeah,
it's not weird.
And I mean, but you don't think they went on high alert because of that. And you start going towards the Magus's bedroom. You know where it is. It's not that hard because you have plenty of room to navigate. You put your head, just to peek through the window, and you are face to face with Magus, who's looking at you, and just cocks his head to the side and smiles.
Oh, hi there. So how's everything going? I ask.
The window is closed. He can't hear you. He's just looking at you and smiling.
No, okay, I say hi and keep going like I was just moving past.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm not doing anything, I'm just continuing moving. Fine, I'll lock on the window. Signal him to open
yeah.
it.
You
Like,
see,
if he can open it.
You want to open it?
No, I signal, I like, he's there, and I knock on the window and like make a signal like if he can open it for us to talk.
Oh, okay, sorry, I wasn't there. Yeah, he opens the window, and he goes, "Hi."
Hi. So how's everything going? That was a big
Doing
mess.
Fine, thank you.
Is everyone okay? Seems like a lot of
Yes.
guards are outside your room.
Oh no. What are you doing on my window?
Just getting some air.
On the window.
On... Not on the window, on the... I don't know the word in English.
The windowsill.
The windowsill. Yeah, just moving around the windowsills. As you can see at Tamashi, we like doing this. We just go around windowsills. Get some air. It's
Why
fun.
do I get the impression that you are going to spy on me? Dandelion Blaze.
Because you're the perspective person. No.
Finger of death.
I don't know. Get your own ideas. Just getting some air.
I would really appreciate it if you could go back to your room, please.
Fine.
I worry for your safety on the windowsill, so I am.
Yeah, I understand. I don't worry that much. But it's fine.
Maybe you should.
See you later.
See you.
Do you know what Benevolence is?
I don't know who that is.
The blonde girl.
Well,
Do you know how many blonde girls were at that party?
I wasn't paying that much attention, to be fair. So no. But fine,
Well,
you
maybe
don't
you
know
should
it
be.
is. Well, good night.
No, I don't. You too, Dandelion. And he closes the window.
Fine. You go back to the room, and I guess I'll wait there. Go to sleep.
Okay.
I
Do
assume.
you want to go to sleep?
Yeah.
Or-
By wait there, I meant I sleep there.
Oh, okay. No, I thought maybe you wanted to wait for something. But no, yeah, you go to sleep. Zylrona, where are you going from the prison? Sounds.
Oh,
You also technically, well, you don't have a guest bedroom here, but you do have a bedroom in the barracks if you want to sleep with a lot of people in the same barracks.
yeah. I don't remember if they actually gave me one room in the barracks. Did they?
I assume it's not a
Well-
room; it's just a bed. Like
Oh,
No, yeah, it's
right.
basically it's just
Right,
beds with
sorry,
people
yeah.
in them, and you have one of the beds.
You can go annoy Dandelion to see if they let you sleep in the room. I don't know.
No. But
I mean, for now, you do look like a guard, so
I do. But would I have to be there in the morning again?
that's your choice.
It is my choice. Yeah, I will sleep in the barracks. Benevolence. Zylrona is fine with that.
Benevolence would not be.
No, I understand.
Oh no, too many people. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. You go towards the barracks, you know where they are. You open the door, you hear a few like muffled, come on. Because you did wake up a few people. You see that most of the guards and the soldiers are in bed. Some are like in the different rooms that are around the central area where the beds are. Either having a night cup of tea basically before they go to bed, or like changing into something else basically. And yeah, you can just you just have to basically follow the people around you and do the same thing. Like you can go to the changing rooms and remove your armor, and go to a bed that's empty. Basically, that seems to be kind of the vibe here. But it's very much like army barracks kind of atmosphere in there. So yeah, smells of sweat and. It's not the best thing. Like everyone is snoring pretty loudly and not going to have the best night of your life. Let me just say that. But yeah, no, you go to bed. You start drifting away in your sleep. And you too, Dandelion, you just start.
Can I
drifting
try
away.
and wake up early, like as well,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
instead of like?
How do you want to? I mean, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's say you force yourself to wake up.
Yeah, can just have a short
as early as
rest
you
or
can.
whatever. It's fine. If
Yeah,
that's the
sure.
thing.
Yeah, sure. You wouldn't have the benefits of a long rest then.
I don't remember
Just
the
so
difference.
we're clear. Basically, so on a short rest, you would regain some HP based on the number of hit die that you use to regain HP. On a long rest, you regain everything.
I'll do the short rest. It's fine.
Okay.
I have
Sure.
a question. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's not even for me. That's for you, Dandelion. But how does it work with the hearing? Is it per long rest, per sunset?
It's per sunset, I think.
Okay,
I
cool.
think so, yeah.
It's per sunset.
Let me check just in case, because I want to be absolutely sure. The earring regains 1d4 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn.
Okay.
So you're going to have to roll for it
Oh,
anyway.
for that, okay.
I'll say that I'll say that you get kind of a long rest, just a bit of a shaky one, and then we'll see for the earrings. So you all drift to sleep. and all thinking about the events of the evening and that ball. And Zylrona, you can't help but think about Eddie the Glorious, who,
Oh.
for lack of a better word, you smelled, and who his scent reminded you of the Feywild.
Oh boy, I forgot about that. Yes.
I know, that's why I'm talking about it
Yeah.
now. It's a scent from long ago in a way, and it fills you with a bit of melancholy in a way, like a place that you've kind of lost and that you would like to go back to, but it's either you can't or you won't, or
Mm.
the kind of feeling you get when you think about your hometown and you left the place, but it still has a certain place, weirdly enough. Maybe not the best one, but it still holds some significance for you. And as you think about that and drift to sleep, you see in your mind, you see a meadow, flowers everywhere. It's on the side of a hill. Uh, Flowers, grass everywhere. Few trees that seem to be like growing completely twisted, but in a beautiful kind of way. Uh, Full again of colors everywhere. You've got like pinks and reds and yellows and oranges all around you, and you're in the middle of all of this. And you see animals everywhere, just doing their thing, going about the business, eating some grass for some of them. You see a fox coming out of a bush, and he seems to be tracking something. And in front of him, you see a rabbit, a small white rabbit, and the fox follows it and seems to be hunting. Maybe you don't know. Rabbit disappears into a nearby bush. The fox follows. And it's just a very peaceful little scene there. And next to you, you hear, "Oi, how you doing?"
Oh. I turned to look
Mhm.
at the voice.
You look at the voice. It is a fox. Weirdly enough, it is smoking a cigar.
What?
Yeah, it's smoking a cigar, and it is dressed up. It's got a little tunic, no pants for some reason, but he does have a little tunic on. And you see one of his ear is droopy, the other one is upright. The droopy ear is clipped, like it's missing a bit of it. And you could swear, like, it's impossible because it's a fox, but you could swear that he has a stubble of beard, like he didn't shave this morning, and it starts to show, and it's a bit darker. You can see that his tunic is slightly greasy and a bit dirty. And he just, looks at you, nods at you. "Oh, big day, huh?"
How do you know that? I
"Oh,
mean, you're in my dream.
yeah, I am. I'm actually in your head."
What?
Well, yeah. Where do you think dreams go?
I don't know. Maybe
Or in your head?
something out there eats it. I've seen worse.
Oh no, that's the astral plane. That's fine. Don't worry about that.
Oh, so a voice in my head.
Well, I'm not a voice. I'm a person. I'm a fox.
A fox in my head. I think
Yeah.
it keeps getting worse.
No, that's fine.
Don't foxes hunt rabbits?
I mean, sure, normal foxes do, but I'm a bit more refined, as you can see. And as he says that, he spits on the ground, and you can see like bits of tobacco in his spit.
I
Yeah.
cross my arms and look at him like, really?
Whoa. It's better, out than in.
Okay, so do you have something to tell me to
Well,
just show up? Like
well,
this?
yeah. Look, I'm going to give you the rundown, okay? Don't have much time, so let me give you the short version. I am your
Why don't you
Feywild.
have much time? Can you visit me again?
No, I
I mean,
can.
it's my
But
hand, my dream.
yeah, but I should. I have things to do. Okay. There's a 2-for-1 at the strip club, so I need to go. Anyway, I am your Feywild visitor. So yeah, that's hi, that's me.
Hi.
How you doing? Fine. I
Long
hope.
night. Yeah.
Long night. Yeah, I know. I saw some of it. I was kind of triggered by triggered to appear, not triggered as in oh my god I'm triggered. Kind of triggered to appear by something that you sensed today, like a little smell. So yeah, I thought I'd introduce myself and just see how things are going and tell you that I might be visiting a few times. So if that's okay with you. And he takes a big puff of his cigar and just like blows the smoke pretty much in your face, but a bit to the side.
Can I blow it back to him?
I mean, yeah, sure. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Couldn't I get someone better?
Hey, that's very hurtful.
I
Okay.
sit down.
I expect nothing, and I'm still let down.
It wasn't supposed to be nice.
What wasn't supposed to be there?
What I just said. So,
Yeah, I know, but I have feelings. I am an awakened beast. You know what that means?
yeah.
Oh, you do?
No.
Okay. Oh well. I mean, no, you don't. Do you?
I don't.
Is it Zylrona?
No,
saying
it's
that all?
me. Carolina.
Well, if Zylrona asks, she might know.
Oh,
But for Carolina,
Okay.
I'm going to say this: an awakened beast is basically a normal animal who has been awakened by magic.
huh. So, the guy, right? Smelled like the Feywild.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Big time, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Too much.
I mean, did
Why?
you get a good look at the guy?
Not really.
Not really. Oh, well,
Should I?
let me tell you, Feywild written all over it.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could see it immediately. Pretty good at that.
Do you see through my eyes?
Well, it's more complicated than that. Let's say that sometimes I can kind of know what you know. You know? So yeah. We kind of we share a connection. If you yeah, well we could say that.
Should I don't know, go after him, interrogate him, actually look at him?
I don't know. That's your life. I'm just saying. That
Yes.
guy, Feywild. No. If you get a good look at him, maybe I could tell you who or what he is. I know a few people here. I've got a few fingers and a few pies. If you catch my drift. So
I'll say what I can do next time.
Good.
I don't know when it will be, but yeah, okay.
just saying. Like generally speaking, if you can get a good look at the guy, maybe I could give you a few information. Yeah.
I kinda miss it.
The Feywild.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's a bit boring after a while, but yeah, kind of fine, I suppose. Too many fairies. Fucking hate those things. So smug. You know?
So that's it? That's what you wanted?
Well, yeah, I thought, I should introduce myself and tell her, hey, I'm the Fenway visitor that was attributed to you. And yeah, there we go. So yeah, I think that's it. Unless you have a question or I don't know. You wouldn't happen to have like a few gold on you, do you? Like just as a by the by.
Why?
It's just expenses, you know.
Why?
It's expensive to live here. You have no
It's
idea.
also expensive to live where I'm living.
So no, I don't get any like reward or anything. It's just the pleasure of your company. Is that it?
Fine.
No tips.
I gave one gold coin.
Okay. Well, I guess beggars can be choosers, and I'm clearly a beggar. And he bites the coin just to test it. That's when you realize, Zylrona, that this is a dream and it's happening in your mind. I'm not sure how it's
Yes,
the coin, but yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Feywine magic, probably. And he goes, well, I'll let you drift back to sleep. And, from time to time, I might pop in. And, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll have some things for you. Who knows, and if you have questions...
Thanks.
Well, I don't know, if you need something... Feywine related, obviously. That's kind of my
I do.
expertise. You do? See? Consider me a silent partner. Very discreet. And he spits on the ground again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have questions next time. I think maybe. Meanwhile, I will look at the guy again.
Look at which guy again? Oh,
And-
sorry. No, I see what you mean. My bad. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah.
What's your
That's
name?
good. My name? Well, it's... You'll laugh. I don't... It's Foxy. Yep, I knew you would do that.
It's easy to remember, I guess.
Look, I didn't choose that, okay? And my previous... well, they weren't great.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Foxy.
It was a pleasure to meet you too. And remember, call Foxy when you need something. I'm Foxy, like a fox. Because I'm a fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Well,
Bye.
have a good
Let me
night
sleep.
then.
Good night.
And as you both say goodnight, you realize that you are actually falling onto the grass, but very slowly. And you just lie down and you hear the sound of birds around you. You hear Fox in the distance saying, "Shut up, Lenny! No one cares!" Because he's very discreet. And then the tweeting of birds disappears and fades away, almost like someone turned the volume down on the scene. And then you can see that around you, the landscape starts dissolving slowly until the only thing that remains are just a blur of colors. The blue, the pinks, the oranges, the reds. And that also fades to black. And you fall back into sleep.
Okay.
Okay, so Next morning comes. Dandelion, you wanted to wake up earlier. For the purposes of respecting the mechanics of the game, I'm going to say that you get basically half a long rest, so you can get half your hit points back, which I think is going to bring you to maximum anyway.
The maximum,
but,
anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would like you to roll 1d4 plus 1 for me, please.
5.
Well, you get 5 charges back on
Nice.
your
Okay.
hearing of message. You can hear like a bit of movement, but you think it's just the guards. Maybe some people are already awake, but you don't think so. Most people went to bed quite late, so you know. But yeah, early morning, probably the only one awake, except from the guards, of course.
I peek outside the door.
You see the same scene you saw when you went to sleep. Basically, just like the guards being on guard duty. They're not exactly the same guards. Like some of them have been replaced by other guards. But yeah, it's pretty quiet. It's early morning. Like it's 4 or 5 in the morning right now. So.
Can I try and sneak past them?
You can certainly try, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
going
I
to be
was.
a disadvantage.
That's what I was asking. Like if it was going to be hard or not to do that.
If you go in the corridor, they're going to see you. Like, I'm willing to let you try, but it would be like sneak at disadvantage, basically, because that's going to be very hard.
I mean, I guess I can get out of the window and try and go around until I find some other place to infiltrate through.
You could probably go down. You're not that high up, so you could climb down in the outside.
Yeah, but I want to go to the jails. So I need to be inside.
Oh well, I'm sure you can find a window. You can try that. That's fine. That's what you want to do.
Like where I am right now, it's the place kind of where I went to from the ballroom, right?
Yes. So basically, you are on the first floor of the east wing of the west wing. Yes. Beneath you, it's going to be like just a few rooms, maybe a few offices, like for the ministers, that kind of thing. It's probably going to be empty, you think?
Do I know where Ambrose's office is from where I am? Been in there so many
well,
times.
It's at the entrance, basically.
Gonna try and get there.
You could get there.
Through the
Yeah.
getting out of the window and try to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll try and do that.
I mean, it's pretty easy. All you need to do really is go down one and go towards the entrance of the castle. I'm just going to ask you a stealth check, please, because there are guards in the courtyard.
25.
25? Yeah, nope, that won't do it. You have no problem. You do see them like patrolling, but they're not really looking up. They have no reason to, because they're not expecting a cat climbing down the wall. And you do manage to get towards the front of the castle. And peering through windows, you can see Ambrose's office, and you can get inside pretty easily. I just need a thieves tool check, because the window is locked.
21.
Yeah, That's more than enough. The window basically just opens for you because it recognizes you. Probably, I guess they have that technology in Orbis. You manage to open the window. Doesn't take you too long, and you get inside Ambrose's office. So you are basically in the kind of main corridor next to the entrance that leads to the throne room and then the ballroom behind that.
And now would I go to the prison from here?
Do you know where the prison is?
I guess I can just look for some stairs that go down.
Sure.
Hmm.
You could, yeah. I will remind you that it is guarded. Like the
But
throne room is
first,
guarded.
I
the
want to check
corridors
the
are
Ambrose room for
guarded.
something. I don't know what. Just see if I find
okay.
something in regards to Dariel's thing, being a dragon.
Oh, make me an investigation check in this case.
What is this? Okay, it's 17.
17?
Yeah.
You look around. Normal office. There's a desk there, facing the not facing the window, with the back to the window. A few shelves with books on them. A few papers, very official papers, in like little. I can't find the word I'm looking for. I am going to start that sentence over. You see some papers, very official papers, to do with kingdom business, basically. Nothing like major, just kingdom business. You do see like a small parchment, for example, that talks about a delivery of some crystals from the Sanders Springs mines. You see like that kind of thing, just stuff. You open the drawers, etc. You see a few private letters sent either by Ambrose to someone, something that he hasn't sent yet, or letters that he received from his wife, etc. There is one letter, as you kind of read through them. One letter from his wife where she seems a bit concerned about Ariel. And she says that maybe becoming a guard wasn't such a good idea because of his condition, and she's a bit worried about that because it was hard when he was growing up, and they had to hide a few things, and it was hard for him, and it was hard for them in general. But she's happy that Ambrose is also working at the castle, because that way, at least they have each other in there to just to be safe, basically. And you find a few letters like that from Ambrose's wife, where she says, "Oh, did you manage to find some sort of a cure, something that could maybe help rain it down?" That kind of letters. But nothing that explicitly says what that condition is.
Okay. Does Ambrose has any sort of official royal anything in here that I can put on? Like the researcher the researcher or
no,
whatever.
No. That's really just an office.
Can I peek outside?
Mm-hmm. There are guards in the corridor. You're basically looking inside the sort of main entrance corridor, and you can see a few guards in there.
I'll just wait here for Ambrose, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Zylrona and Benevolence, anything you want to do now that it's morning?
I guess the others woke up earlier, right?
Yeah, most of you woke up pretty early. I'd say about like 5 in the morning. I said 4, but
did.
it's going to be 5 in the morning rather than 4. I'm going to retcon that. But you get your 5-hour sleep. You would also regain your half your HP if you lost any.
I did. Shit.
But yeah, you are just surrounded by people just waking up. Some of them go to the changing room, start putting on armor, and they file into a room, quite a big room, at the back of the barracks where an older soldier is waiting for all of you to come in. And he is behind the desk, standing up behind the desk, looking at all of you. And as soon as everyone seems to be inside, he goes, okay, listen up. We had an incident yesterday. We lost 8 of our men. We know for a fact that the dwarven guests were implicated. We don't know yet to what extent and what degree, but the king is going to have a meeting with them. We are expected to be on high alert, and should anything happen, we might have to take them down. We also have some bad news concerning Narcilia, the Court Diviner. She seems to have been captured yesterday by parties unknown. However, we do have one of the people that attacked Narcilia in our jail. A citizen seems to have performed a citizen arrest on that person. And the new guard, and he points at you, Zylrona.
I wave.
Actually, okay. Don't do that. Seems to, well, she has brought us the prisoner yesterday night. Well, this morning, really. I think it was midnight. So we do have the prisoner there. We will interrogate her. At first glance, I went down there myself. At first glance, she seems to have some markings, and she is a drow. Again, we are not entirely sure of the why, of the implications of her presence here. All we know is that she was part of the group that captured Narcilia. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, New Blood, he says, pointing at you again, Zylrona.
It's Zylrona, sir.
Zylrona, if you could come up here, please. I'm sorry we weren't introduced yesterday. I am the captain of the Royal Guards. If you could just... we need to talk, obviously, about what you saw yesterday. If I remember correctly, you were in the treasure room.
Yes, I was in the treasure room and I took care of it with Daryl.
Yeah. Daryl told us
Yeah.
a few things. I just need a quick debrief with you. And I'm telling you now, Zylrona, the king might want to see you as well about what you saw down there.
As expected.
So, yeah, don't go too far if you catch my meaning. But yeah, as for the others, resume your duties as normal. Just be on high alert in case of something. We hope nothing is going to happen, and we hope this is just a misunderstanding. But I can tell you now, the king isn't exactly in the best of mood. Dismissed. And you see everyone standing up, they all salute, and they go out of the room, and the captain actually signals you, Zylrona, to approach.
Okay, I approach him.
Well,
Yeah?
how'd you like your first day?
Eventful? Interesting?
You can say
Is
that
every
again.
day like that around here?
No, it's usually pretty calm. But you know, we do get a few interesting days, I suppose. We haven't been introduced. I am Captain Eldon, the captain of this here guard duty and outfit, as they say. You will be under my charge for the duration of your service with us. Any question that you have? I'm sorry, we usually do the introduction for new recruits, but wasn't there yesterday.
No, it's fine. Just wondering how it will be the interrogation with the woman that was captured. And when the king will want to speak with me.
Well,
Is it now or
it's
Probably
a bit
still
of
asleep.
it's a bit of a complicated situation. He wants to start with Magus, the dwarven people, and then he is going to move on to prisoner. You will need to be there to give your version of what happened in the treasure room. That's what's expected of you. I will tell you now, don't be scared or nervous. There's no need for that. You just go in there, you just say what you saw, what you did. I trust that you were, trained well, and that you did what was expected of you. So yeah, just go in there and say your piece, and that's all. That's all they're expecting from you. Okay.
yeah?
Good. Well, I would advise you to be in the front room in about 1 hour. That's when the king will go to the meeting room, the war room. That's on the side of the front room, and that's where he'll meet with the dwarven leader. You just stand outside. You wait to be called in. Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to Bellgate.
Thank you.
And he seems to be waiting for something from you.
Shake his hand.
He looks at your hand, then looks back up at you, and he goes, "Okay. Salute, maybe."
Oh!
We don't do that
Yeah.
here.
Yes, sir. I try to. So, did I see the others doing
Yeah,
that?
you sort of, yeah, of course, yeah. yeah, you did, yeah. You just have to do the same thing, basically. You see like a half smile. There's a bit of a twinkle in his eye, and he goes, "Okay, well, that's fine. Dismissed. You can go."
Thank you.
Sure.
And I leave.
Yeah, he goes back to his own thing. Yeah. Benevolence, anything you want to? I'm guessing you're still asleep.
Probably.
Yeah, it is quite early. Yeah, well, I'll just time skip slightly unless there's anything any of you wants to do.
Just waiting on
Yeah.
Ambrose.
Good.
Okay. I'll time skip just slightly. Zylrona, you go in the throne room. You go in the throne room where you are expected to wait at the entrance of the war room that's on the side, which you have already been to. You've already met the king a few times in there. You see the king coming from the private quarters. The queen is with him, and so are their personal guards around them. You can immediately see that the king is really in a bad mood. Like there's usually he's very serious, but he always has a smile or etc. He's not smiling, and he seems to be slightly angry. Lodoris seems more relaxed in a way, and you can see that she pats his arm a few times to kind of like calm him down and get him kind of centered. And they go towards the room, and he looks at you and he says, "I want you inside now." And he opens the door.
Sorry, what did he say? I didn't hear.
"I want you inside now."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
opens the
Thank you.
door, and no problem. He opens the door and he goes inside. Do you follow him? Zylrona?
Hello. What?
Oh, hello.
Sorry. Okay.
Sigh before
well,
going in and go, ugh. Fine.
No. Well, I get inside.
He's already sitting behind a table with the map of Orbis on it. And he says, "Sit down, please."
I sit down.
Dariel told me an interesting story about what happened down there. I would like your version of it.
Okay. Oh, where do you want me to start?
From what I understand, you helped defeat some of our guests' forces.
Hmm.
The two dwarves who we have collected in the room after you left. And I also understand that you performed... you checked their bodies, and I think you saw that they were not exactly alive.
Yes, it looked like they had wounds that were already quite old, like they were already dead, but not ones that I actually did to them. So there's that. And then, yes, the others that took the demiplane, because we couldn't defeat them on time.
And the others, what did they look like? Were they in the same uniform? Were they the same? Were they the same people?
Holy shit, I don't remember! No!
So they.
I'm so sorry!
Alright. They. Your memory speaks to you and tells you that they were not in the same uniform. They weren't wearing the same armor. They were not wearing any masks. They did look, however, undead.
Oh.
But they were not wearing the same uniform. They were not wearing the same masks.
Okay, but also undead. Okay. No.
Oh, and sorry. And they were the exact same kind of dwarves, Duogawa.
Which is like kind of weird looking with white eyes and whatever.
Yeah. So they were also Duergar and Undead, if I remember correctly. But no, they weren't wearing the same uniform. And they were more busy with protective circle and destroying it than us.
Is there any chance that those two groups of dwarves were not working together? In your opinion?
No, I think they were.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Did you... Oh, sorry.
do I still have the thing?
What thing?
Metal clocky thing.
Oh, yeah, you have it on you. Yeah.
And I show it. This was down in the treasure room, and I think it's what made the earthquakes and basically killed everyone there before they could put up a fight and try to defend and do whatever they paid to be.
And
You are paying them, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did find similar pieces in the Magus room. Yes, in
Okay.
the other's room.
And you found this one, the complete one that you have here. You found that on the Magus dwarves in the treasure room or the other ones?
The ones in the treasure room.
Okay. Okay. We also have reasons to believe that you took a journal that was on the desk there.
Oh yes, it was very informative.
We will need this back.
Huh. Could I maybe first like show it to Dandelion because they were very invested in Nissa?
We will talk to you, Dandelion and Benevolence, with Ambrose about the discoveries we made. Yes.
Okay, that sounds
We have
good.
a few things we need to discuss, but yeah, there's a bit of a timetable today.
Okay. Well, there's also the question of the woman that attacked
Narcilia, yeah.
Narcilia. Exactly.
That's also on the timetable for today.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dandelion knows more about that than I do. I was just doing my job
that's
as
what I
a guard.
understood. Yeah. I will ask you to stay here whilst I have a talk with Magus. I will ask you not to intervene.
Do you want me to stay here as a guard?
I want you to stay here. You can keep pretending you are a guard. It's fine. I just want you to be present in the room when we interrogate him.
Roger that.
Meet with him. Do you have any idea of where Dandelion is? And Benevolence?
Benevolence, maybe, is back in the tavern where we were before. Dandelion could be with her, or maybe they're just staying in their guest room that you gave them.
Okay. Well, we have a bit of time before Magus comes in here. Make yourself comfortable. And I'll send some messages to the others, I suppose.
Could I go and get breakfast?
The important question.
I can have it brought up.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, sir. Your Majesty. Your Highness. How's the prince? Is he good after yesterday?
Oh yes, he's fine. Yes. He was a bit shaken, but he's young. He'll be fine.
Good.
Thank you, by the way.
I like how Zylrona
I saw
calls
it,
it the priest.
What?
Nah, she said the prince, but
The
the prince! I understood the
What?
the
The
priest,
priest?
and I thought you
Nah,
were
don't
talking
worry,
about
yeah.
Dariel. And so I was like,
No.
nah, don't worry about my son. He's fine. Thank you, by the way. I saw that he asked a dance of you.
Huh? Yeah.
He was happy to meet you, Zylrona. Yeah. He
Yeah.
doesn't get many, friends in this place, so that was nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else you want to do while you're there?
No, just eat.
Yeah, sure. The breakfast is being brought up. You can see that actually even the king has his own breakfast brought up. Dandelion, it doesn't take like too long before Ambrose goes into his office, opens the door. You can hear the click of the lock as he unlocks it. He opens the door, and you see him just stop in the door and look at you.
Sup?
Ah. Well, we were looking for you.
It's Ambrose, right? Sorry, I didn't understand. It's Ambrose, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Ambrose.
Oh, so Ambrose isn't used to me being like this, so it's fine. Hey. So I was trying to get
Hi.
to the jail. But there are guards everywhere. And I didn't want to mess with that.
Yes, it's a castle.
Ah.
Well, it's a good thing I found you. To be fair, we were looking for you. We might need you in the war room.
The what?
The war.
War room. Okay.
Yes, the little meeting room we were in a few times. We are going to interrogate Magus in, and after that we will need you to try and understand what happened with Narcilia.
But you don't need me in the room when Magus is there, right?
Well, we were thinking that maybe you might want to listen in on the.
Oh yeah, it's
conversation.
fine. I'm just saying it may be weird if I'm there, because he kind of saw me
No,
spying
yes,
on him yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. We will need to find a way to hide you in there. There are a few hiding
Oh no, I'm
places.
so bad at hiding.
I know. I know. So yes, it's a good thing I found you. Well, it's a good thing. Are you ready to?
Yes.
Go
Can I
now?
be? Can I go and interrogate her as well, the woman that I captured?
Afterwards, yes.
Okay, good.
That's what we officially need you for.
Okay.
The Magus thing is more of a covert operation for you, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll just be there,
Continuation
I guess.
of it. Yeah. And he basically goes out. He takes something in his office that he was coming for, and he goes out, starts locking the door once you're out, and he does, he just does like one click of the lock, turns towards you, and he goes, "Didn't steal anything, did you?"
What? Do you have anything of value in there?
Well, this is my personal office, and I would really appreciate it if you.
I didn't take anything.
Steal anything.
No. You wouldn't. You would notice immediately.
Okay. And he does the second click of the lock, and goes towards the front room.
Yes,
towards
because
the
that
war
stopped
room.
me from getting in the first time.
Well, it's just force of habit, I suppose. And yeah, he goes towards the war room, knocks on the door, is let in by a guard. You can see that the king is already there. Lodoris is behind him, and you can see Zylrona in the corner. They seem to be having some breakfast. And when the king sees you, he goes, "Good morning."
Hey.
before we start, do you want anything to eat or
Sure,
drink?
toast. Give me some toast and milk.
Well, just help yourself.
Sure.
Dandelion, I already explained that to Zylrona, but we are going to meet with Magus. I want to hear his side of the story, I suppose. I need you to hide in the room and just listen in on the conversation
Okay.
with us, just in case you have information.
And I just want you to know
Might.
that guy apparently is very powerful and may know I'm here anyways. Even though I'm really good at hiding. He may be able to, I don't know, hear thoughts or some bullshit magic that people can do. And I can just stop thinking.
Did you do something that might have alerted him?
Like, what, you wanted me to spy on him? I went into his room. And then he kind of saw me give something to Benevolence and then saw Benevolence with it. And then saw me in this window. It was a pretty bad night.
Okay.
And again, I can go somewhere. Whatever.
That's okay. I mean, yeah. Just for now, sit down, please. And I would like to, from what I understand, you found some things in his room.
But Zylrona already said
Zylrona-
about the explosion thing, right? Just the
Yeah.
base of it. There was also
I
a
think you
book.
found a book.
Wait,
What kind of book?
I know it was a weird book. Could write in it. Nothing would stay written in it to just disappear. It had a weird symbol with a die at an end in there. And and the guy apparently can like see where the book is, from my understanding. Feel or sense where the
Oh.
book is.
Right, the guys also had that symbol.
Which guy?
The
The ones in the that you killed.
yeah, the ones that I killed down there in the treasure room, they also had that.
Oh, yes. We examined the.
Yeah, see, everything is connected, bro.
Your Majesty.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Your Majesty.
Okay. Well, for now, I'm going to ask you, Dandelion, to hide in the room. I want you to listen in. I want you to be carefully listening, just in case you hear something that doesn't seem to fit what you found out.
And if I do, you want me to come out and go, haha!
No.
Lies! Okay.
If you do, I want you to stay perfectly quiet, hidden, and wait. Once Magus is out, you can come out and we can discuss all of this.
And when do we go and like to find where the demiplane is?
That's a discussion that we'll have in private with Ambrose.
It's the important discussion. Also, the other lady that got kidnapped or killed, Marsilia.
That's also something that we'll do after we've talked to
My God!
Magus.
Fine, I'll hide. I hide somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere.
There are like plenty of wardrobes and things where you could hide with no problem. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. It's pretty much like it's easy to hide in there. Benevolence. As you wake up, or rather, as you kind of regain consciousness, but not really because you're still a bit sleepy. There is a mechanical bird tapping at your window.
Yes, okay, I'll go there.
It goes in the room, opens its beak really wide, and you hear the voice of the king himself, who says, Benevolence, good morning, I hope it's not too early. We are about to meet with Magus, Dandelion and Zylrona are here. I wish to extend that invitation to you too, should you wish to come join us. It will happen in a few minutes, so you would need to, come quite quickly. Otherwise, we will need you to come in at some point. We will need to discuss a few things. Thank you in advance. And the beak closes. And yeah, you've got the message.
Okay. Well, I was heading toward a castle anyway, so I guess I'll just pinch my cheeks a bit to make me look a bit alive.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
take Eddie's key, the cards, and my stuff, and change back into my clothes because Jesus.
Yeah.
And I will trek back up to the castle.
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
no! Wait, I will take 2 cup of tea on the go.
Oh,
If I can.
the famous.
Does it
tea on the
exist?
go. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it might exist where I come from. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It basically it gives you like two wooden mugs, and it just makes you pay like instead of let's say like 4 silver for the 2 cups, he says it's going to be like 5 silver to pay for the cups. But yeah, you have 2 like wooden mugs of tea.
Good.
And yeah, you go towards the castle. It's guarded, etc. As always. The guards at the entrance actually stop you when you reach the entrance, and they go, "What's your business here?"
Oh, hi. Good morning.
Hi.
I pull out the key, the Eddie's key. I was a guest yesterday, but because of everything that happened, like I didn't feel very safe, so I decided to sleep somewhere else. I would just like to get back in to get my stuff that I left yesterday night, please.
In your room, yes, of course.
Mm.
Can I just look at the key, please?
Oh, sure. I'll show him the key.
Yeah, he looks at the key, just looks at the number, basically, gives it back to you, and he says, "I need to come with you if you don't mind."
Okay,
your protocol. Thank you. And he starts going towards the west wing where the guest bedrooms are. Brings you to the first floor and basically to Eddie's room. And he says, "Well, there we are. Have a good day."
Thank you, you too.
He goes away. There are plenty of guards in the corridor as well, by the way.
All right, I will knock on the door.
You knock on the door.
Which is weird when you are entering your own room. But
That is, yeah.
The guards are looking at you a bit weird, but they think, okay, maybe. Who knows? You knock at the door. You can hear like the shuffling of stuff inside. Like, cloth on cloth, basically. And after a while, a good while to be fair, you see Eddie opening the door. He is pretty much naked.
Oh.
And he goes, oh no. Well, hello there.
Hi. And I will put my hand towards the bottom part of my vision to block the indecency.
Am I embarrassing you? I
Truthfully,
can put on
yes.
some clothes. Okay.
That would be a good plan. That would be a good plan.
Give me just a minute.
Sure.
Turns around, leaves the door open if you want to get in, and starts just like putting on some clothes that are on the bed. Do you follow him inside, or do you wait for him
I
to...
wait. Outside.
Oh, okay. So he puts on some clothes, and you see him turn around, and he's clearly expecting you next to him. Sees you at the door, and he goes, "You can come in. It's all right."
Oh, okay. I come in.
Yes.
I brought you some tea. If you're interested.
No, that's very generous of you. Do you have 4 more?
Do I have
4 more
4 more?
cups of tea.
Well, I have mine.
Oh,
Can I look there? Is there anyone in the room?
Yes, quite
Oh!
a few people in the room. There are 2 people in the bed, a
Damn.
man and a woman. They are naked. They are looking at you a bit concerned, and they've like taken the covers to try and cover themselves, and they weren't expecting someone else, and they don't know how to react.
Well, that makes 3 of us.
Yeah, I guess you can hear someone who is on the couch. There is a small sort of living room area at the foot of the bed. That's also a young man who you think is one of the youngest member of the band that was at the ballroom yesterday.
God.
He's also very naked.
This is very awkward.
Yes, trying to cover himself with everything he can find, a cushion, a shirt.
No.
Also looking at you like, oh, fuck. And you can also hear some sound coming from what is essentially the ensuite bathroom. And Eddie goes, well, you're not exactly interrupting anything, not anymore, anyway.
I can come back if you're busy.
No. Guys, that was a lovely night. Could you please leave us the room? Thank you very much. And you see everyone getting up and trying to get clothes as fast as they can.
I will turn around and face the wall and wow, that's a nice wall.
Sure, yes.
That's a nice wall.
I like the painting very much.
Oh yeah.
You see him just turning around, and he's actually kissing everyone as they go out. And you just see like 4 people.
Oh no, red card!
Going out. Could you make me just a quick perception check?
I could. But it's terrible.
Where is it?
I'm just checking my.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I thought. 9.
9. It's very hard to see. But in the middle of those 4 people, the 4th best person who was in the bathroom, you didn't really see clearly who that was. She's a woman, that's clear. She was a bit more dressed up than the others. She was young looking, but you didn't really get a good look at her. But for some reason, you're pretty sure you know that person. Like, it was a blur, but you're like, have I seen that person somewhere?
Okay.
But, they're out of the room before you can really, see more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, slouches on a couch that is there. He points towards an armchair and he says, please, make yourself at home.
Well, that's speaking of.
Yes.
I'm sorry. The conversation we had yesterday made me very confused.
Well, I bet, yes. It was weird for you.
You said you knew my father, but it's.
I know of him, and I know of your family and of its history.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Let's. That's. Okay. Do you know? How do you know Mercia? No one does here.
That's a very interesting and frankly intricate question. The answer to which would be a bit long for an impromptu meeting such as this one. But let's say that I have traveled a lot. I am not exactly from here myself, as you can see, and he points to his weird, sort of crown of living wood.
I don't know what lives on Orbis, really. So I've seen. I mean, I hang out with an Arangan at Tabashi, so it's not something.
Yeah, I
see a
saw
lot back home.
Interesting people. Well, I am a creature of another world. Let's say it like this. Very much so, like you are, in a way. Which is very different from Orbis, I suppose.
It is, yeah.
But I have traveled enough that I have met a few interesting people. And my work as a bard has led me to meet a few people.
When did you meet my father then? He never
Oh.
mentioned anyone.
I never met him face to face. Not, not quite so. Not face to face. I have talked with him through a common friend. And I think you would do well to look for him.
Your common friend?
Yes.
When was that you talked to him? Was
Years
it?
ago.
But we didn't know all this existed years ago.
Well, you didn't.
Well, you looked pretty surprised when the fortune teller told us about all this.
I bet he was, yes. That's not a name he was expecting to hear again, I suppose.
Why did you talk to him about what was this conversation about?
Have you ever considered why you had abilities?
What? Well, that's the whole point of why I'm here.
Have you?
Do you know why I have those
Well,
abilities?
That's, again, a question I can't really answer directly. However, I can tell you this. This is a quest that you have to undertake yourself, and you have to find the answers for yourself. I know that's not very simple. I realize that. But I can tell you this. If you do some research, you might come across something called Strixhaven.
Heard
No.
of it?
Oh, good. Maybe you're further along than I thought. Strixhaven...
Oh, yes.
No, sorry, go on.
No, please. You're about to dump floor, so please. please.
Strixhaven is... It's a special kind of place. A big academy over there, where you can learn new and amazing forms of magic. The kind of magic that isn't taught anywhere else. However, Strixhaven is also more than that. It's a very old place. It's a very deep place. And in such places, one might find treasure, adventure, answers. That's what you need. That's what you should get.
Well, what if I don't want treasure and adventure and
Well, in
insist?
this case, the only thing that's left is answers. So if you don't want answers, then yeah, don't go there. I know,
You said
you're the
knew
master of
that-
your own destiny, Benevolence.
Debatable. You said you knew my family's history.
Some of it, yes.
Well, since you seem to know so much about me and my family, then what is it?
Let me
What
give
do you know?
you a name. And this is probably the most important name you'll hear in your life with regard to your family. Galazeth.
Can you spell this out for me?
Of course, darling. Galazeth. ETH.
Okay, Canada.
Yeah.
And may I know what is the name mean?
Are you asking Eddie?
Yeah.
Mhm. Tell me, you have done some research about yourself, right?
Some.
What
I
do you
didn't-
know of your powers?
I know that it's called being a sorcerer. That was
Good.
something I didn't know. But if you know Mercy, I guess you know why.
Mm-hmm.
And to be born with innate abilities, you need to have been highly exposed to magic or just be born with it. And from what I've read, sometimes it's linked to having draconic blood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found something about prismari.
Well, you have
And
everything you need.
do I? What does that have to do with a name?
Everything.
Um, you are being extremely cryptic, and I have to be
I
honest
am,
with you.
yes.
I'm not sure I enjoyed this conversation as much as I
Oh, I'm sure you
thought I would.
don't. And I would even go so far as to say you shouldn't trust me. We don't know each other. But, that being said, I really hope that you understand that I want nothing more than to help you. But there
Insight
is a
check.
process to it. Yes, give me an insight check.
Come on, please don't fuck me. 15.
15? 15. Let me send you something.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll do it that way. It's better. Benevolence, look, I like you. You seem fun. And you seem lost. I was lost for a long time. I wasn't the image of self-confidence that you have in front of your eyes. That path you are on, I walked it for my own personal reasons. This is not something I can... There is a process involved. You need to find the answers for yourself.
but I didn't ask for anything.
I know. We never do.
I know you
Can I-
said you
Sorry.
I shouldn't trust you.
Mm-hmm.
But if I asked you for a favor like, right now, would you do it?
It would depend on the favor, I suppose, but why not?
You have means to travel where no one can. If I asked you to take me back, would you?
Oh, I don't have quite that power. I would, if I found a way. Sure.
Okay. I don't want to be stuck here.
You won't be. If things go well, you shouldn't be. Fine,
Oh.
Galazeth.
I will get up. Well, you see, ever since I got here on the surface, feel like nothing really goes well.
That's, yeah, I suppose that's just life. Its intricacies.
Well,
Don't
thank
lose
you for your time.
hope,
Oh.
Benevolence. Don't give up. Not now. Would be a shame. Good things are coming.
Maybe. Only one way to find out, I guess. Alright.
Yeah, there is.
Well.
Anything
Oh, and I
else
will
you wanted
show
from
him
me?
the card. I suppose this is you.
Oh, look at that. Not the best likeness. I think I'm rather cuter than that, but anyway. A bit
You are.
featureless, don't you think? Oh, thank you. Darling. It's very nice of you. Well, don't hesitate to come back. I'll I could make room for one more.
I don't like sleeping like around other people. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh,
But thank
don't worry,
you for
darling,
the-
we didn't sleep. Not that much.
Oh. Oh.
I'm making you uncomfortable again, am I? Well. I have
You
that effect
are-
on people. I'm sorry.
You sure are a fascinating person.
I think so too.
A good friend of mine is a very big fan.
Really?
Hmm?
A good friend, or a good friend?
A good friend. We're like really good friends.
You want an autograph for him?
Could you?
Yeah, sure.
I have spare paper. I will just fumble in
Oh
my
no,
letters.
don't worry about that. He actually gets out a likeness of him, like a little portrait of him.
Oh.
It's just like his face and bits of his shoulder, and he's smiling, like cocky smile, kind of winking. It is a portrait, like it was painted, obviously.
Oh, awesome.
And he says, "What's the name of that good friend?"
Nim.
Okay. To my good friend's good friend, Nim. Love and many kisses. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Don't you think?
That's
Edit glorious. There you go. Do you want one for yourself?
Actually, I would.
Of course. Gets
So-
another portrait out. Any special dedication you'd like?
No.
No. He kind of turns around a bit. He starts scribbling a few things. And he gives it to you. And he says, "Look at it later, if you don't mind."
All right, I will.
Excellent. Oh, tell your friend Dandelion that it was very enjoyable meeting him. And giving my room number. Give them my room number.
I will.
Excellent.
I would suggest like you hide your precious stuff though, because they.
Oh, darling, don't worry about that. Nothing is more precious than me in this room.
I'd say the instruments
Someone's
are.
getting kidnapped.
Says a voice in the wind. Well, if
I would
that's all.
thank you for your time and answers, but there were many. But thank you, nonetheless.
I know, yes, I have to be a bit cryptic.
It's okay. Please do consider what I would like you to
I will.
do. I can
I will
pay you.
also. No, I don't need your money. I'm fine for money. I will also say this: as soon as you go on that path, we will probably meet again.
Well, until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
That's weird.
Benevolence on Himmet.
Eddie, the glorious. I will be.
Glorious.
I was about to do it, to be fair.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That tends to happen sometimes.
Well, I guess I'll see you around then.
Sure. I hope to see you around.
I will go.
Please do. I love to see them walk away.
I will go backwards.
Even better. No. Let's stop this. Let's stop this interaction.
Okay, thank you. I was getting long.
You go outside the room with Eddie's eyes on you, obviously. Not in that way. Come on. And yeah. Full of a few answers and even more questions, I suppose. And anywhere you want to go in particular, Benevolence?
No, I guess I'll go. Probably like knock on Ambrose's office. I don't know he's not there, but I know he's not there. I guess I'll just wait there.
Okay. Well, yeah, you go knock and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Because at this very moment, Ambrose is inside the war room where Zylrona and Dandelion you are watching Magus come in. He doesn't have his bodyguard with him, the big tall guy made of metal. But he has Doldol with him, the woman that was already accompanying him the day before. Goes in, waits for the king to basically tell him to sit down, which he does, obviously. And Magus sits down, and you see he is very calm. He's very centered and calm. Same sort of expressionless face on, not really letting anything come through. And the king starts talking to him, and basically, he says what you told him. He says, the dwarves were in the treasure room, and now the demiplane has gone, and two of the dwarves that they found down there were had the same uniform that his dwarves had, and they discovered that they were undead, and it all seems a bit weird. And you see Magus taking this all in and just pausing, maybe to gather his thoughts, maybe to you don't know. And he says, I fear that there's been a bit of a misunderstanding between us, Your Majesty. I was aware of a threat against the castle, and I thought it was that demiplane that you speak of. I did send two of my men down there invisibly, as I knew that some people were after what you had in the treasure room. However, they were not there with the intention to steal it from you, merely to protect it, as much as your guards did.
I mean, I can try an inside check on that from where I am, but I'm not going to believe it anyways. But
Yeah, okay. Give me an inside check then.
22.
I was thinking of the same, but
I can do it as well.
Well,
You can do it as well. Yeah, sure. No problem.
mm, 13.
13 and 22, you said?
Mhm.
Did I?
Mhm.
He is telling the truth. There's no lie in what he's saying. He sent his men down in the treasure room, invisibly, and he did it in a way that's clumsy, because he should have warned the king and he should have worked with him. But you can see that he feels guilty for what happened, feels guilty to not have placed his trust in the king and in the kingdom, but he's actually telling the truth.
I don't know. I don't like him.
He
has a
the
weird
king
edge.
goes. The king goes. Well, seems a bit fortuitous that on the same night you come here, some other group of dwarves also attack the castle. Don't you think that's a bit convenient? I mean, Zylrona, if I'm not mistaken, you were in the treasure room and you
Yes.
saw for yourself. Could you tell Magus here what you saw?
Oh. They had the mark, the same one, on your book.
Do you mean my people?
He doesn't know you have the book.
Two people that you...
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
Your book, I assume that you have a book with that symbol as well.
Well, Zylrona, way to go.
I mean, I find it very interesting that you seem to know what my personal belongings look like, but I can explain that mark if that's a matter of mystery for you. It is simply the mark of my religious order.
Mm.
I founded a city on the mountain in the sky, as you call it. It's a refuge for people like me, lost, homesick. And we simply have a mark to recognize each other. As for the two people that attacked you, they are enemies of ours, and they took the demiplane from you. I do not know to what end, but certainly not a good one.
But you knew something was going to happen, as you said. How did you know that?
Well, as I told you, I traveled a lot. I made a few friends, I made a few discoveries, and I made quite a lot of enemies. A lot of people don't necessarily understand what it is that I'm trying to do. Amongst those enemies, the people that took the demiplane from your treasure room, they are particularly vicious and determined.
And do you have a name for that people, or will you just keep calling them that people? Your enemies?
They don't really have a name. They are part of a cult. The mountain that we found when we were ripped from Sunder, that mountain was actually theirs to begin with. they didn't like the fact that we took possession of it, even though it was against our will. And they wanted to reclaim it. They are an order, I suppose, of dwarves. They do look quite a lot like Duergars. And I understand where the confusion might come, but they are actually from outside of this world.
Outside?
Space.
Space.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. You know, Tim Curry, this is for you. Yes, they are from out there between the stars. There are countless worlds out there.
So there's no name to give them. What about...
Not that I know of, no.
What about that thing that caused the earthquake? Do you have any insight on what it could have been?
Yes, those are objects that some of us use sometimes to replace spells. Not
Oh
all
my
of us
god, just
are.
call it bombs.
I can't because it doesn't exist in this world. It's just, something to help those that are less gifted.
So why would they go off in the treasure room in the middle of the
Probably-
ball?
Probably because my men use them.
To get inside while they were
To get
invisible.
inside, or maybe to fight the two people that you so bravely let go.
Yes, it worked very well for them. Oh,
This is a lie.
huh?
I'm not. No. Dandelion's thinking. All of this is a lie.
Do you want to insight again?
Oh yes, I do.
I mean, again, like, this is starting to not make any
Well,
sense, what he's doing. Starting not to, like, connect together.
Take insight.
It's not going to make any difference, I think, because it's thinking very high. 16.
9!
Okay. Again,
I'm not inciting, I'm just
Corona.
want to make sure, like, I'm not inciting to see if he likes telling the truth or not. I'm inciting to see if I can connect the point to make sense to me, because it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I want to try to see if he's telling the truth.
No, I don't believe him if he's telling the truth. I don't like him.
he is telling the truth.
But it doesn't make
Again,
sense.
he's being truthful.
So they use the bombs to stop the guys from stealing the demiplane, but yet the bombs killed the guards.
Yeah.
And the guys were defending the demiplane, and yet they attacked Zylrona and Dariel. Which...
Yeah.
Why? I'm not there.
As you
I'm
said,
just putting ideas on Zylrona's head if she wants to ask something.
Well, she wouldn't have those.
I can cast message.
He basically, what he's telling you is that he wasn't trusting the king or any of, the kingdom or his men, etc. He sent his guys into the treasure room because he knew that something would happen to the demiplane. And he's saying that the people that took the demiplane are people that he already is aware of and that are enemies of his. Basically, you get the impression that what he's saying is, I brought something to your door, and you don't feel like that was his intention. It's just a collateral damage, as much as those bombs. Collateral damage, that was,
I guess
that was
message, and I
a
say
visual
Zylrona, ask him
incident.
if he knows where they took the demiplane or where they are. Please, if you want. Sorry, I'll leave your head now. This is how we cast message, by the way.
And do you have any idea where they could have...
Just before you do that, to
Yeah.
answer, you have to whisper. You are in a small room with a lot of
He
people.
doesn't need to answer me. I think she's talking
I'm not.
she's talking directly to Magus now.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
I thought you wanted to answer that line.
I psyched first. Like. So, do you have any idea where they could be? Where they could have taken the demiplane? Their next move? Nothing. Why would they use it? Like to get back to you?
I have a few ideas, yes.
Well, then share them.
As far as I know, they have a place of, I suppose, worship. In a way, it is really a stronghold, a very old place. It is quite unreachable from Orbis, but it is also technically unreachable for them. So my best guess is that they have some sort of lair here. I already sent a few of my men in, various places in Orbis to try and find these people and where they may have laired up. As for why they want the demiplane, I don't think you quite realize what you have here. This thing, it got so big that we became aware of its presence, and we were between the stars. We were millions of kilometers from here, and yet we knew
How?
that something had happened.
Technically, we're all between stars, so I didn't say that.
How did you get that awareness?
I told you I know a few things. I've found a few bits of knowledge while I was traveling. And I don't think you understand how much of an unnatural thing that demiplane is. This demiplane of yours, it's a tear in the fabric of reality itself. That's not good. That's how we felt it.
What would you propose? I know we lost demiplane now, but were you going to propose something to deal with it?
Well, I suppose
make
looking for
everyone
it.
aware of that? Instead of just barging into the room, making it explode, and then, well, everything that followed.
Everything that followed was regrettable and a blunder on my part. I know that I can be single-minded sometimes when I feel like I have a duty or quest. I could apologize for it, but you would consider them empty apologies. And it's fine. I'm not trying to be liked. I'm not looking for this. What I'm looking for is help.
Help?
We seem to have a common enemy.
And how do you expect us to help you?
Some of my men are already looking for these people.
Yes.
I think they will have some results quite soon. I am willing to share that information with you.
One question that got me curious. Do you have a name for that? Well, how did you call it? Your little gathering of lost souls?
My city and my mountain? Is that what you mean?
I think so.
We call it Dol Zordin.
I'm never going to remember that.
Never.
Dolzordin with a space between Zol and between Dol and Zordin.
It's funnier if I don't remember it.
Yeah, sure. Do any of you speak Dwarvish, by the way?
No.
Nope.
No? No? Okay. And it's just some really fancy words.
Oh. This is kind of getting nowhere.
Punch a table, point at Chandler at him and say, "Look here, Buster. I got something on you." Meant to call.
Finger of death. I am willing to share a lot more than just information with you all.
And can we visit your model in the sky?
We don't do visits, I'm afraid.
What do you mean? I think you had visitors before. That's what I heard.
Those were different times.
Why? Is it because we're not lost?
It's because... Nah, it's because it was different back then.
What is different about it now? Why?
Just don't, we don't like getting too many people up there. That's all. I'm not even sure you will
Afraid it
survive
will
it.
fall?
Sorry?
Afraid it will fall?
No. I'm just not sure you could actually survive up there. The conditions are a bit weird for ground people.
Could you explain that? Since we will never go there, so it makes me curious and probably others.
Probably
we
other
are
that may be hiding
hanging-
somewhere in the room.
We are hanging quite high in the sky, and that has its problems.
Well, I went to space, bitch. That's higher than the sky.
So you
I can
adapted.
share one
Yes.
piece of information with you for free to prove that I really want to work in tandem with the kingdom, and that I hope it would help bridge the gap that our little misunderstanding created. Your core diviner was captured, from what I understood, and
Yes, do you
I-
have anything to do with that?
No, not really. I have my own diviners, but I think I have an idea as to who may have done the deal. And you should check on the Underdark. There are a lot of interesting things happening over there.
Really? So totally unrelated to the stealing of the Demiplane?
I think so, yes. Do you know anything of the situation of the Underdark right about now?
It's dark.
No.
It's dark and it's under something.
It's in a state of perpetual war, and it has been for the last 25 years.
Really?
Yes. It's now more of a cemetery than it is an underground country.
And why has it been at war for 25 years?
That's a question that's quite complicated, but from what I understand, someone did something and something happened.
Oh.
I know, a bit cryptic, but the important part is there are two forces opposing each other down there. Those two forces are, well, they were evenly matched when it all started. They are less so right about now. However, our friends the Drows don't like the fact that they're losing, and they are losing spectacularly. Some of them are trying to contact an entity, an old entity. They have formed cults. They have extreme followers ready to die for the cause, ready to do anything for the cause. And
Is it the friendship ones?
no,
Ah.
I think I know who you mean, and no. Their aim seems to be to try and bring that entity back to save them. It is seen as a god and a savior, I suppose. That cult is quite active, and I think the person that you have in your little prison cell is one of them.
What are you going to tell Statey, or do I have to make her talk? There's a lot of stories here about cults. Underdark now, and the other guys that are not related to yours, their own kind of cult as well.
Sorry, could you repeat all of that? I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Ugh. And are you going to tell me the name of this deity, this god, or do I have to make our prisoner talk? There's a lot of
I thought you were going
talk.
to ask if you had to do a relation check.
Do I have to do it?
You could do a religion check if you wanted to, but yeah, you can ask him.
I mean, would I know? Because I didn't know about the war, so
Doesn't mean that you can't try again.
Can I do it? Maybe I know something from
Yeah.
associate something.
You know
with-
what, Carolina, you asked him directly, so he's probably going to answer.
Oh, okay, then let him answer.
Dandelion, if you want to make a
Let him answer first, and then
religion
if I
check.
want to know anything else, I'll do the relation check.
Okay.
Magus goes, well, it's a name that comes from the dark ages of this world. Lolth, the spider goddess. A demon that was exiled into the abyss at the end of the Blood Wars 25 years ago.
Everything happens from what happened 25 years ago.
Ren's boyfriend again.
It
Yeah.
changed a lot of things.
Yes.
And, well, poor little Lolf was, and still is, trapped. And there's nothing she would want more than to come back. Especially since her people are getting decimated. And those people are trying to connect with her and bring her back because they think she will help them, save them.
Do you believe that will happen?
Oh, I believe they'll succeed, yes, if we don't do anything. I don't think you understand how flimsy the doors between the planes are because of the demiplane.
Yes, I really don't.
Well, let me put it this way. 25 years ago, when all the entrances were sealed, it was like a reinforced metal door with best of locks on it. Right about now, those doors are little more than planks of wood, rotten by the elements. One good kick and they just spill open, and everything that's behind them come back.
All because of the demiplane growing and creating a world
And
inside?
tearing up reality. Yes.
Oh. Well, that seems like a lot of work.
And on that note, we'll stop here. Because I think it's a good spot to end it.
I don't like that this guy starts most of his sentences with, I don't think you understand.
Because I don't think we
mean-
understand.
What an info dump! My god!
Yeah, I mean, he says that because that's probably true. Well,
I want everyone to know that when he was saying things like 25 years ago, the Blood Wars like change everything, then and then was like, boom. Yes.
I didn't say it necessarily for the better, but
Well, but
it
then
did
the line
change
was
a
like,
lot.
boom, I did it. Yes. Thanks to whom?
Well, Zylrona was also thinking like, for fuck's sake, Dandelion, again.
Then the lions everywhere. That's your turn too.
I will say that it did change a lot of things. You know, could be a positive thing, could be not so much. On that note, thank you guys and gals for playing.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one, I suppose. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.